Was like a weirdly slow join there, sorry. It's Charm Chat time. Season 2 continues. So today we're going to be talking about Season 2, episodes 9 and 10. What are they called again? Ms Hellfire and Heartbreak City. Two very different episodes, like always. And I'm just going to try to add Shelley to the chat. She has joined. Let's get her involved. I can never figure out how to do this. There we go. Invite Shelley. Hi everyone. Hope you're okay. Hi Kirsty. Hi Milena. Hi Matthew.
Hello!
Hi Shelley.
Are you okay?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not
Yeah.
too bad. It's quite a warm day today. I thought it was
It's.
cold.
I just haven't put my shorts on yet because I'm just determined that it's still winter. But
You're
I
not
think I might
showing
have
them
to give
legs
in.
yet.
The legs aren't out yet. I know. My
Oh.
pasty spindles, they're still hidden away.
My pasty spindles are always hidden away. No one wants to see that.
Oh, I do, Shelley, always. So we're
Oh,
back for more of season 2 of
yeah.
Charmed,
Yeah.
and yeah, Blu-rays and DVDs. They live, they live.
They do.
Um, so yeah, we're back, and so last time we chatted about season 2, episodes 7 and 8, which saw the sisters battling brain-sucking demons with dodgy fingers, which I think Shelley quite enjoyed.
I did enjoy a good finger.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all, Shelley? And then episode 8, we saw the sisters finally vanquish the demon that killed their mum at Camp Skylark. I'm really sorry, I've got terrible hay fever at the moment, so
Yeah.
I apologise
Oh.
if I sound. I've got my gravelly demon voice back again.
Very
Hello,
sexy. I'm like, you sound a
hello,
bit like
child.
Barbus, funny enough.
Yeah. You gotta go deeper.
Fear.
Yeah, me. So in this chat, we're going to be diving into episodes 9 and 10 and breaking them down into various categories, including Demon of the Week, Love is Pain, the Sister Bond, mythology, and much more. So it's going to be good times as always. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
Can't wait.
mention that we have now completed season 1 of the podcast
We
on all the
have.
different platforms.
Yeah, Josh has done so much hard work editing it all. Like, if you
It's
can
really fun,
edit
actually.
at this chat, it's just like between us two,
Oh,
crazy. But
I mean, it
you've
was.
done such a good job.
Thank you. I mean, the
You really
last
have.
chat that I did was the finale of season 1, and it was when we were both ill at
We
Christmas,
were
so just
both
before
so
Christmas.
poorly.
So we're both like coughing our way through it. So a lot of it was just like editing out all the coughs.
Oh, at least there's that. But sometimes I
Yeah.
look back at that video and I'm like, wow, we both look so poorly. But we
But we
planned
got out
on
of bed for
through.
Charmed.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we did it. We did it. I'm going to skip the what Charmed is intro because I feel like everyone knows what Charmed is now, so we don't need to
Yeah,
go
we
into
kind of
that
say it
again,
every
do
time,
we?
don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, Charmed is the 90s 2000 TV series,
Yeah.
yada yada yada. We know it off by heart by now.
Yeah, we do. I think I do actually.
Probably could recite it by heart now. Yeah.
Oh.
But we do love your comments, so please drop us comments as we go along, and we'll read them out during the chat and get involved and stuff.
Yeah,
Let
definitely.
us know what you thought of the episodes. That's always fun to hear.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
And hopefully, fingers crossed. So we had a few technical issues because we record the podcast whilst we're doing the live.
we
And
do.
last month we had a few technical issues with the podcast, but it did record all okay
It did,
in the
yeah.
end. But
There were a few moments that we
hopefully,
lost, but I'm not gonna cry over them. You know, they were
no.
solid gold. They were probably the best bits of the episode, but what can you do about it?
Oh, but yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah, if
Fingers
I'm doing this a
crossed.
lot, it's because I'm checking that I'm still recording. So
Either
sorry,
that
everyone.
or it's like Shelley's off again.
Yeah, Shelley's offline.
Oh.
Tanya says TWSS. I don't know what that means, Tanya.
Oh, what does it mean?
The right stuff, surely. That's
The
not what it means. I've just made that up.
oh,
Stargazer says, I can already tell we're going to be looking up at the gutter from where this chat is going to descend. It's
I
all
think
Shelley. I'm innocent in this. I
I've got a
didn't do
little
any of it.
halo.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's never
Definitely
me.
not me. Kirsty says both good ones for me this time. Oh, cool, nice, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with season 2, episode 9, Ms Hellfire.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's Friday the 13th again, and despite the sisters not really worrying about the supposedly cursed date this year, all hell breaks loose when they're attacked at home by a hitwoman with a machine gun. When Prue kills the hitwoman in self-defense, she assumes her identity to find out who put the mark on the sisters and uncovers a surprising connection to a previous foe. We'll be coming back to that, don't worry. Meanwhile, Piper is spending a lot of time at sexy neighbor Dan's house.
Oh, sexy, sexy
Oh, wonder what they're
Dan.
doing. And Phoebe has a surprise revelation for Daryl Morris.
Yeah, so good.
So much happens in this episode.
Oh,
It's
it really
crazy.
does. And we're officially into the 2000s with this episode because it's the first, I think it was January the 13th, funny enough, that it was
Yeah,
aired on. So we're into
first
the
episode back.
2000s out of the 90s.
I know, and I'm kind of sad about that actually. Are
Me
you?
too. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
like
want
it
to
just
stay in
feels a
the
bit
90s.
less. Yeah, it feels a bit less sort of retro and comforting to say the
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
You know?
Mind you, it is still a long time ago now.
It's,
Still historical.
yeah, it is still historical, absolutely. It's scary. Shall we start with Demon of the Week?
Yeah.
So before we get into the demon and all that sort of tangled web that's going on, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the hitwoman, Ms Hellfire. She's
Yes.
only in the opening sequence of the episode because she gets killed by Prue, but she makes a serious impression.
Yeah.
So the opening of the episode is the sisters sort of talking in the conservatory and in the dining room, and then Piper says she's not worried about Friday the 13th, and the second she mentions Friday the 13th and says that nothing bad is going to happen, bullets start strafing through the conservatory, like smashing up the dining room, and the girls have to duck out of the way and hide. Have no idea what is going on because obviously demons generally don't use bullets when they come for them.
No, it's very confusing.
Yeah, and it turns into this like big fight sequence with this sort of PVC wearing hitwoman with a machine gun and like a little red bob wig.
And she looks pretty cool, to be honest. I'm like, I wanted to know
Cool.
more. I want to know like some of her assassination kills.
I know. She to me read 2000. If we've now moved into the year 2000, she to me read that era completely because she had that like sort of club gear, I guess, on that kind of setup, this very clubby style, very like wiped clean material, very shiny
for reasons.
It's like you're going to go to bars every night and you're going to get covered in something at some point.
Or barbers.
Or barbers, yeah.
He's very messy.
He's not afraid of making a mess, that
guy. Feel the fear.
Oh no. So Shelley, what did you think of the big intro for Ms Hellfire?
I thought it was cool. I loved it. And I was more like, oh my gosh, them gorgeous windows getting smashed with the little stained glass like panels in. Yeah, again. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool because you kind of like, I mean, the sisters say it, don't they? No demon uses guns that we know of. So straight away, we're kind of thinking, what on earth is going on? And then I do love how Prue then uses her power to like, you know, at point blank range virtually to like fire those bullets right back straight away. It's like kind of like superhuman at that moment, Prue is. She's like, yeah! Like, pushes them back.
If she can stop bullets, and like throw bullets through the air, then she basically is just a superhero.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought it was pretty cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was intrigued from the offset, so I was ready to know more, really.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely like I feel like it's possibly the coolest opening that Charmed has ever done.
Yeah.
Because it's so unexpected, it's so action-packed. It's got
Mm.
Piper freezes the bullets first, which is such a cool visual, and it's so cool that they used it in the show opening credits for like the rest of time, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I didn't click that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have, and obviously, like you said, you have Prue like flinging the bullets back to sort of to kill off the hit woman.
Yeah.
Which is sort of, she does is murder, you know, it's self-defense, but it is
Mm.
murder because it's a
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But I think it works really well. I think it's so unexpected and so different that it
Mm.
really shakes shakes you up, sort of like you have no idea what to expect from this point on,
Yeah.
basically.
I agree. And I love how we'll probably get into it, but when they get Daryl involved, he's like, yeah, I'll put the
Yeah.
body on ice for 24 hours for you, but that's all you've got. And I'm like, that's very generous,
Yeah, I
considering.
know. Yeah, he's looking out for them. He's like their new guardian angel now that Leo doesn't seem to be around anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll probably get into Daryl, but
we will. Yeah.
oh,
Daryl's
he did make me have a flutter.
Oh.
Not like that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Let's not go there. It's too early in the chat for that.
Yeah, too early.
I do love, so the sisters go through Ms Hellfire's belongings because she has her, like, go bag with her, I guess.
Mm.
And it's full of, like, weapons and stuff. And she does have this really cool killer lipstick that's like a knife inside of a lipstick.
Yeah, so cool.
Which was very La Femme Nikita. Do you remember that TV show?
Yeah.
Very much that kind of vibe.
I love that. I'm going to start carrying one of those around in my purse.
Just don't accidentally use it on your face. Yeah.
Yeah, knowing me, I'd get them muddled up with my actual lipstick.
Yeah. You get red lips for like a very long reason.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I just love that they go through her hit book. And I love how uneconomical she is with her book because every single page has a different bit of information on it. Like one page has the list on it. The next page just has Prue, Piper and Phoebe and their witch powers on it. And there's another page that only has the hit against the next person in her list with information about that. It's like, back in those days, we weren't worried about saving the trees. She was just using it as
using
glue
all
paper.
that notebook.
Yeah, I know.
With very neat writing, I have to say.
Neat.
If that was me and that was my notebook, no one would read my writing. Like, it'd just be like scrawl.
I had a friend at uni who, if I missed a seminar, he would let me borrow his notes, but it was completely pointless because I couldn't read anything he'd written. And it was like a serial killer's handwriting. I think the lesson was
Really
go to
bad.
class, John. Yeah. So it turns out that this guy Bane is the one who hired Ms Hellfire for a mysterious third party. Bane is played by Antonio Sabato Jr., if that's how you say his name. I hope so.
Yeah.
We meet him lounging on a sofa in a club, very much like Crime Boss coded. Obviously, he's smoking hot. But
so
what
hot.
did you... I know, just unbelievably hot. Like when he smiles, he has dimples. It's outrageous. No one should be that attractive. No one.
He was very distracting.
Like, I know that we often say that guy was hot, but this guy was just like another level. Yeah, this guy was hellfire hot.
Hellfire hot.
And obviously, yeah, he's hot. But what did you think of his introduction? So we're going to get into Prue going undercover and all that stuff, but just like focusing on the villains for this section. What did you think of his introduction and his interactions with Prue? Like, did you think that he made a believably scary crime lord?
I think it's a hard one because I have to admit, I was very distracted by his hotness. But yeah, I think it was interesting how he was brought in because you've still got that uncertainty at that point of like, is he going to turn out to be a demon? Is he human? So you still don't know at that point what's going on. So you're just suspicious of him on the offset, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, from that point of view, I was more intrigued by him, I think.
Yeah.
at that moment. I was like, oh, I want to know if you're a demon because you're a hot demon.
Yeah. Please be a demon.
But I did read that somebody else was meant to do this role. I think it was an actor called Richard Grieco, I want to say
Oh,
it is. But apparently Shannon Doherty objected to the casting for whatever reason, and then quickly was supported by the other two girls, and then,
whoa.
Antonio got cast. So must
Oh,
have been some drama there or some
yeah,
hot
sounds like
goss.
it. I
Yeah, but I
wonder
think
what
they
happened.
made the right choice, I
They
think, definitely.
absolutely made the right
Mm-mm.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I found him I kind of wish that he had been a bit more villainous when he was first introduced.
Yeah.
Because when he's talking to that guy who's clearly, like, I think he stole from him or he did something wrong by him.
Mm.
And Bane was basically just like, tell me what you did. And then he just kind of goes, okay, well, like, just don't do it again. Okay, bye. Like, he's not.
Because
I
he
feel like
kind of gets distracted, I
he
thought. So I
does.
thought, he's meant to be like this type of mob boss, let's say, and like
Yeah.
he gets distracted very easily.
Very. I mean, Prue is quite distracting when she comes in wearing that PVC
100%.
dress.
Oh, so hot.
But yeah, if it's sort of like the like tropey romantic arc that they were doing with Bane and Prue, which we will get into, was kind of enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
So like I kind of wanted him to be more steely and hardcore and bad, like bad Bane,
Yeah, I see
at the
that,
very beginning,
actually.
to then see that evolution as the episode is, progresses.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with you there, actually. Would have been, yeah, it would have been nice to see him a bit more badass. Maybe like shoot the guy or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Just something like, yeah, a little bit.
Because
But
yeah, like he couldn't do anything really villainous. Like he probably couldn't have shot him. I mean, Prue's just shot someone technically, so
well, yeah, we
and
couldn't
she's
have
the
had another
hero.
one, I guess.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, he could
yeah,
have done something a bit more like punched in, or
yeah.
I don't know, like had a picture of his cat like held hostage, or like something a bit more.
His cat held hostage.
Yeah,
I'd
a
be
gun
like,
to his
anything,
cat's head.
I'll do anything.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, I'm with you there, actually. I think he could have been more badass, but he was just, rightly so, very distracted by Prue,
he was
looking smoking hot, as
smoking
always.
Prue. Prue
And
was
yeah, who
on
wouldn't
a
get
mission.
distracted and let the
I
other guy
know.
off? Definitely.
Yeah. We are going to get into Prue and how amazing she looks, but we're still on Demon of the Week.
Yeah.
So let's reveal that Bane is actually working for Barbas, the
Dun,
Demon
dun,
of
dun.
Fear. I feel like I could have delivered that information with far more gravitas.
Should
So
have been that.
Bane,
So very
yeah,
nice to see you, Barbas.
yeah, there we
Again.
go.
Take two. Pretty cool, huh?
That's so Barbas. That is his catchphrase,
I've
isn't it?
been
Pretty cool, huh?
practicing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Barbas, in case people haven't seen season one, he is the demon of fear. He basically reads people's fears by passing his hand over their face, and then he uses that fear to kill them. He sort of like scares them to death, essentially. And he shows up halfway through the episode. It's quite a long time before Barbas shows up. So you
Yeah.
have this mystery hanging over the first half of the episode where, there's all these different levels going on where Ms Hellfire was working for Bane, and Bane hints about who he's working for, but you don't find out until eventually Barbas turns up.
Yeah.
And Barbas has had a haircut.
He has. He hasn't
He's had
had
a
his
bit of a glow
teeth
up.
done now.
He hasn't had his teeth done.
But then he wouldn't be
No.
Barbas if he had like Turkish teeth or something.
Imagine if that's where Barbas has been for the past year. He's been in Turkey getting his teeth done. He's on a
I'm
budget.
in purgatory.
He's been on the wait list in Turkey for a year.
He's got a 24-hour window. That's it.
And he finally gets his teeth done. Yeah. So he has been in purgatory literally ever since the sisters defeated him in episode 13 of season 1.
Oh,
This
I
is
kind
not
of
episode
like
13,
that.
is it?
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
like that tie-in that was episode 13, and now we're on Friday the 13th, because obviously we know he comes back on Friday the 13th. It's his favourite day.
I am surprised that they didn't wait for another episode 13 to reintroduce him. They just thought, we'll do an episode 9.
That would have been pretty cool, actually. They should have waited. That would have been so good. It
would have made a bit more sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Barbas has this 24-hour window to break free from purgatory if he kills 13 witches by midnight. So that's why this whole operation has been assembled, where Ms Hellfire has been going out killing witches in order to help free Barbas. So, I mean, first off, were you excited to see Barbas again? I feel like I know the answer to this one, but let's just go for it.
100% yes. I was like,
Your eyes
yes,
just
Barbas! I just loved him. And I just think he's such a good actor that like you just fully believe like that he is Barbas.
Completely. He's just that guy.
Yeah. And obviously at this time around we're on first name terms, because in episode 13 season 1 it was Demon of Fear. And this time it's just straight up Barbas. We know who we're dealing with this time.
Is
kind of like
is it Piper who says his name for the first time?
I think
in this episode?
Yeah, it might be.
Because when they kind of figure it out and say 13 witches by midnight, blah, 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 she's like, oh, that sounds like Barbas. So she's the first one to say Barbas.
She figures it out.
Cool.
I did find a little tiny flaw in his plan, though.
Yeah.
Because, so we probably might get into this later, but we meet Marcy, don't we?
Yeah, the witch.
But she's not a witch. She's just a witch practitioner.
That's really true.
And to back that up, because I was like, little things, maybe I'm just being a bit picky. But to back it up, so Piper freezes Marcy at some point, who's a good witch, but good witches don't freeze.
Yeah.
Right? So Marcy can't be a magical witch, maybe. Maybe just practicing, Wiccan practitioner. Yeah. So basically, he wouldn't have got his 13 witches.
That is a massive flaw in his plan. Someone messed up. He
wouldn't have, though, would he? Because then it would be like, no!
Yeah.
He wouldn't have got... He wouldn't have got his witches. So he still would have headed back to purgatory.
Yeah. But I wonder if... I mean, she did cast a protection spell. So she is practicing magic.
She's practicing,
But she just doesn't have the same, innate magical abilities that the sisters have.
Yeah, so maybe that's his clause. It doesn't have to be a full witch anymore. Just someone. Yeah, maybe. We'll let him off because he's Barbas.
Yeah, I just trust him. I trust he knew what he was doing. He's been in purgatory for a year planning this whole thing. He wouldn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we've had a villain come back for sort of for a proper stint. Obviously in the season 2 premiere, we have Jeremy and the Wiggy Man making their appearances, but they were only there briefly and were kind of got rid of very quickly. Whereas this episode fully sort of revolves around this demon that we've seen before coming back for another go.
Yeah.
Which I think was really cool.
Yeah, I loved it. And I loved how he's delegated the task. And then Bane has delegated the task.
Yes, yeah.
Just, true
middle
to life.
management. Yeah, middle management, babe. That's all you are.
Oh, and I kind of liked it as well that you don't know who's actually allowed Barbas to have this second chance. So there's a bit of a mystery there, who has let him do this or said, if you do this and get rid of the Halliwell sisters on your list, as well as all the rest, then you can have freedom, permanent freedom. But you don't know who's behind it all, which is pretty cool as well.
Very cool, yeah. I think we kind of, in retrospect, we kind of know, don't we?
Yeah.
I would say.
I would say we know.
But
at this point, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think, we're going to move on from Demon of the Week in a sec, but did you think that Barbas's powers had changed a bit in this episode?
I did feel like when he was doing the thing to the medical man, what was he, the autopsy man?
Yeah, the
The
mortician.
medical man.
Yeah.
I did think, oh
Different to the Muffin Man.
wow. Like, do you know the
The medical
medical
man.
man?
Medical man.
He's been taken by barbers. I
You
did think
monster.
I did think at that point that he was more murderous
Yeah.
because it felt real and not like an imaginational fear, if that's the right
Hmm.
word. Like it
Yeah.
felt like he was actually doing it
Doing it.
rather than imagining it. What did you
Yeah.
think?
Well, I just remember in the From Fear to Eternity episode, his first episode, he basically he took the information of what a person's fear was, and then he used it against them to he created this scenario that was very real to them. And it
Yeah.
was so real and so horrific that it literally scared them to death. But
Mm.
in this episode, the first time he uses his power, it's on the henchman DJ,
Yeah.
and he shows him his greatest fear, which is Bane bursting into the office and using a machine gun on him and killing him dead. And he DJ sort of like jerks around like he's being shot by bullets, but he doesn't die. His hair doesn't go white. He doesn't seem to get actually shot. He doesn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. We wanted something. Yeah.
Like in the
Wanted a
past,
bit
he
of
would have
death.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
and I don't.
Because that was his whole thing. Maybe
That was
his
his whole
powers have
MO.
weakened a little bit
Yeah,
while
I
he's
think
like trying
so.
to prove himself to whoever has allowed him to come back for 24 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that kind of stuck out for me. I do like the fact that DJ didn't die though, because then Barbas and DJ go to the mortician with the morgue together on
Yeah.
a little day out together
Little
to go and
date, a little date.
to go
He's
and
been
check
in
the body.
purgatory for a year. He's had no
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
He
He wants
needs
to go
some
see the
boom boom
sights.
time in the morgue.
Barbas and DJ sitting in the morgue.
Yeah.
KILLING.
Oh dear, but
Um,
yeah, they do go together. It's kind of sweet, to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, I thought it was great fun. I loved it.
Yeah.
I just love that Barbara's wanted to have a little mate along for the ride. He obviously got lonely in isolation.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless him.
Yeah.
Just haven't spoken to anyone for a year.
I know.
Poor little thing.
Final thing on the Demon of the
Yeah.
Week, because I'm aware that we've talked about this for a while now, but it's quite a lot to cover. There's a lot
It's
going
quite
on.
involved episode, to be honest.
So obviously the sisters have been through a lot in the year since they last encountered Barbas. Piper, as we said, doesn't care that it's Friday the 13th, which is like stark contrast to last year when she was searching around for talismans to sort of protect herself.
Yeah.
Protective charms and stuff, because she was so worried that if anything was going to happen on Friday the 13th, it's going to happen to them, and it did. And then when they discover this time that Barbas is back, Prue theorizes that Barbas can't hurt her anymore because she's already conquered her fear of drowning, which was what you confessed she did last time. So did you find it interesting to sort of revisit this idea of what the sisters are afraid of a year after the last time they met this demon? And like see how things have changed for them.
Yeah, because obviously Prue's fear has changed now, hasn't it? So her fear is what's going to happen to her sisters. And I think that's like true to life because, yeah, you can still have that fear. You might get over it, but something's always going to replace it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Barbas is very astute there, like very clever, where he's like, yeah, you might have got rid of that fear, but you've got this other fear or many fears. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, he's doing good business, really.
He is. The business of fear is booming. I mean, particularly at the moment, I think. But, you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, I kind of like that. No, because I think it's true to life. So that is actually real. Like, she's got rid of her fear of drowning or water and whatnot.
Because literally last episode she killed the demon that drowned her mum.
Exactly,
so
yeah.
It makes sense.
So, that does make sense with like continuity.
Yeah.
Continuity.
There we go.
I got there in the end.
Got to get a rhythm going.
I said it, I was like, that's not right. But yeah, I do like that he's flexible.
Yeah.
Like that.
He's not boxed in with one piddly fear.
Yeah.
He's got plenty more to play around with.
Gosh, he'd have a field day with me. With my fears.
Yeah. He's not going to play around with you, Shay.
In the morgue.
Yes.
If Barbara's asked you on a date and he says the morgue, uh-oh.
Yeah. Make sure you bring a picnic. Okay, let's just have a quick look at some comments. Kirsty says, I was just excited to see Antonio Sabato Jr. Second ep he is in. I love even more though. Yeah, he does come back. Matthew says, I was also weeping for the stained glass windows. I would have turned into Ms Hellfire myself if somebody did that to my stained glass.
Yeah, 100%. Those windows are beautiful.
Yeah. Matthew says the opening was pretty Matrix influenced, I thought. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Was that 1999, The Matrix?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Matthew says, I have a lipstick knife. Of course you do.
Why doesn't this surprise us?
No, of course you do. Anna says, out for dinner, but wanted to pop in and say hello. Hello.
Oh, hi, Anna.
Probably gone now, but
no.
Nice to see you.
Have a nice dinner.
Trina says, loved Barbara's being back. He's a great demon.
Oh, so good.
He really is. They knew what they were doing bringing him back. And Matthew says, so it would have been 12 and a half, which is rather than 13. Yeah,
but that's not 13, so he's going to be struck off back. Didn't get his permanent place. Oh, yeah.
Let's move on to mythology. I'm aware that we haven't really talked about the fact that Prue's gone undercover and all that stuff, but we're going to get onto it when we get to the Sister Bond section.
Yeah, definitely.
But for mythology, the big development in this episode
is that
Prue has a new power.
She has, and it's so cool.
It's such a cool power.
So cool.
So she's feeling stressed at work because there's stuff going on that we'll talk about in the Workers' Pain section. She's feeling pulled in numerous directions, and she even says, I need another knee. I don't even have time to have fun anymore. And lo and behold, after a meeting at Buckland's, she ends up creating a second version of herself right in front of Piper.
Yeah.
And it turns out that Prue can now astrally project herself.
So cool.
Which is sort of, as it sounds, she can sort of project herself across a space and create almost like a second version of herself.
Yeah.
And she says, and like, Piper's like, do you think this is like a new development of your power? And Prue says, well, if I can move things with my mind, why not my body?
Yeah.
Which is, I think it makes sense. Did you think it made sense as like a natural progression?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think it makes sense. And I loved as well how, she says that thing about she's desperate for there to be two of her, but it also reflects as well like how her mind is elsewhere as well. Like she's thinking about, 10 billion things at once, her mind's elsewhere. And I just think it just fits all around, like with everything that she's going through, her power that she already has, and it was so cool. And the special effect was really good.
Yes.
As well, the way they did it.
Yeah, totally.
Loved it.
I actually have one of the magazines that I collected when I was younger was the Expose special in Charmed.
So cool.
Which is awesome. And it has an interview with Craig Zisk, who directed this episode.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of things that he says that are really interesting in the episode. One of them is, do you remember in the Blindsided episode with the Grimlocks?
Yeah.
And it's the first episode where they get vanquished by a potion. The sisters use a potion for the first time.
Yeah.
And we were saying how delicious that potion looked.
Yeah.
In this interview, because Craig Zisk directed that episode, he revealed that it's actually just Gatorade. They just
Isn't that
used Gatorade for the
funny?
potion.
Oh, that's why I was going, that looks yummy.
Yeah, I know. And he played a prank on the actors, the three sisters, where they were kind of looking at it going, "Oh, what do you think that is? It looks kind of weird." And he was like, "Give it to me," and he necked the whole thing in one go, and they all
Yeah.
freaked out, saying like, what are you drinking?"
Oh, wow, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
But because he directed this episode, he was instrumental in figuring out how they were going to portray Prue's new power.
Mm.
And so he says, this is a quote from him. He says, "Shannon, Brad Kern, the showrunner, and I spent some time trying to figure out how Prue's body would move and what sound she would make when she astral projected herself. At
Ah.
one point, we had what we thought was the perfect sound for Prue, but it sounded a little too much like an orgasm."
What on earth?
So,
Ah.
yeah. Yeah, can you imagine if they had to do that every episode?
But like, who even came up with that?
I know,
Like,
because now she just kind of goes, like gasps, doesn't she?
oh yeah.
But she must have
Oh,
just
so
gone,
maybe it was meant to be more like a something like that. You know, like a Harry Met Sally kind of vibe.
yeah. This is why I wish the DVDs or Blu-rays had more extras, because I feel like they've got so much
Yeah,
material they could share with us.
I would love to see that.
Yeah,
There's gotta be a cutscene out there with that in.
yeah.
That would have been
Um,
so cool.
I do think it's interesting that Prue is the one who has this ability,
Mm,
because you've seen the way the sisters kind of do get pulled between the different areas of their lives, their personal lives, their jobs, and then their witchcraft, and also, I guess, their sister relationship as well. So there's a
yeah,
lot going on in all their lives. And it's interesting that Prue is the one who actually ends up splitting down the middle.
yeah,
Um, I guess, is it like a reflection of the fact that she's the eldest, so she's been wearing all these different hats for so much longer than maybe her
mm,
sisters have, because she's had to be the one who is sort of like their second mom, I guess.
yeah. It could be, couldn't it? It could be that because I took it that she's the eldest, so she's the first one to get this like second extra power. But yeah, there
Mm,
could be like an underlying thing of that, like I said, she has to be somewhere else all the time. She's always busy. She's trying to keep her job. She's trying to deal with her sister, so she's the one trying to hold the glue together. So that's
yeah,
funny how then it splits apart. Just to
yeah,
like, yeah, it's a good analogy. I like that.
yeah. It's a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
And I love that it happens when Piper is around to see it,
Mm,
and it happens at work, like a
yeah.
sight of like a lot of stress for her. It happens in front of
Yeah.
her co-worker. Like it's quite dramatic how it
Yeah.
happens.
But Jack just thinks like, what's wrong with her?
I
Like,
know.
just having a little nap while she's at work.
Having a little time out, having a Prue moment.
Oh dear. It would be
Um,
so cool to astral project though, right? Do you think? Would you like to have that
yes,
power? I
yeah,
would.
absolutely,
I could like
yeah.
come and haunt you in your sleep then, Josh. And I'd be
Oh,
like, Joshy,
you do
feel the
that anyway.
fear. Do that anyway. In your nightmares.
Yeah,
I'm always there.
yeah. Um, Another really quite enormous mythology development in this episode is that the sisters tell Daryl they are witches.
Oh,
So
yes.
he's been in the dark for the
Mm,
whole of season one. Andy died, and Daryl's been sort of like, as we said, acting as like a guardian angel, looking out for the sisters,
mm,
and basically because the hit that is taken out on the sisters is so real world seeming at first, it's like a human being attacking
yeah.
them with bullets. Um, they call in Morris because they're like, oh my God, what is going on? We need to get the cops on this.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Sensible.
when Daryl shows up, he's understandably confused by the fact that the dead woman is the one who's really with bullets, rather than the sisters.
Yeah.
And so Phoebe ends up telling him the truth. And Prue says they need him to keep the whole thing quiet until they can figure out who the demon is behind this. So what did you think about this moment? Did you think that it was well played? Did it have the impact that you were
I think
expecting?
it did, and I loved how he took it, because he
Yeah.
kind of just didn't really say anything. He was kind of, which I kind of liked in a way, it just made me love him even more, because I was like, he's absorbed this information, one, so much better than Andy.
Oh my God, yeah.
And two, he takes their word for it. He believes them, but he's
Mm-hmm.
kind of got that look as if to say, okay, I take this as fact. This is what we're going to do. This is business. And then even in the car scene a bit later with Phoebe, where she's like telling him stuff because she's so excited that,
Yeah.
he finally knows. And he's like, look, I just don't need the details. Don't give me any details. I just
Yeah.
don't need to know too much information. But he doesn't look shocked about it at any
He
point.
doesn't. I know. He's just, well, because like there's been instances previously where Prue has said, well, you know that we're involved in something, but I just won't, you don't need to know what it is. And
Yeah.
he has seen a lot of weird stuff,
Yeah.
especially in the past year. So I feel
Yeah.
like any rational person would come to some kind of conclusion that says, this is bizarre. There's got
Yeah.
to be something else going on. I've seen too many dead bodies with like demon bits around them and like amethysts and athames and crystals and daggers and all sorts of weird things that he
Yeah.
would you would suspect something surely.
Yeah.
It's like when Air Force people report seeing UFOs in the sky. It's
Mm.
like they see a lot of stuff up there, so
Yeah.
if they're worried, then maybe we should worry, but otherwise we're fine.
Yeah. But I really loved as well that he didn't turn his back on them. He's still,
Mm.
he's going to help them. And that moment when he runs to the what was the name of the lady again?
Oh, steps.
Marcy.
Yeah,
To stop her from opening that door, I was like, "Hello, Morris," and he's like,
yeah.
"No," and like jumps on her and basically saves her before the building blows up. But I
That
was like,
moment is
oh,
so
"What a
cool as well.
man!"
This is the episode with all the pyrotechnics. Like
Mm,
they blow up that storefront, which is really cool. Like in slow
yeah,
mo, it blows up, and you see
yeah,
Daryl jumping and obviously blowing up the manor with all the bullets and stuff. Like this is
mm,
the episode. It's really cool. It's really exciting.
yeah, it is. But
But
yeah, I loved him in this episode. I thought
yeah,
I'm just totally sold on him. Like I love him.
yeah. I kind of I kind of feel like he does take it quite well. He
Mm,
doesn't throw a wobbly the way Andy did, as you say.
no.
I think that there's like a slight sense that maybe the actual revelation when Phoebe says to him they're witches. I don't know. It felt a little bit flat to me.
Oh,
I felt like I
okay.
wanted just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, so because everything that's happened before that with the Hitlerman was really exciting and like really big and dramatic.
Yeah.
Then when you have this moment with Daryl, you're waiting for a similar spike in like show
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah.
and you didn't
Okay.
really get that. But
Oh.
I did love that moment in the cop car when it's like
Yeah.
the
That
camera
was
is kind of
funny.
jumping between the two of them as the car is racing down the street with the
Yeah.
siren on. And
So
Daryl
funny.
says, "I stare down death every day, but I'm trained in this world, and I don't know if I want to be dragged into another."
Yeah. Which I
So
think is a very valid point from his point of view. Like, think
yeah,
what he has to deal with on a daily basis. He doesn't want
hmm
to add anything else into his workload or his life
yeah,
or even his knowledge.
yeah,
He's
yeah. It's
just like,
scary.
no, don't need to know
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, I guess because for a cop, you would feel kind of powerless because it
Mm,
is not your world. So you're not
yeah.
equipped to deal with demons and ghosts and sort of
Mm.
crazy monsters and stuff.
I wonder if
Um,
part of him as well thinks, like he's putting two and two together in his head, like about Andy at that point
yeah,
as
He does
well.
mention Andy.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does. He says,
Ah,
I think he says it to Phoebe, this, like when they're later on in the episode in the house. he does say, "Oh, like what happened with Andy?" Because Phoebe says, "We're going to look after you. We're going to
Yeah.
protect you." And he's like, "What, like you did with Andy?" And she's like, "No, it's going to be
I
fine."
must have missed that. So he does call them
Yeah,
out on that,
yeah,
really, which rightly so.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm glad they addressed it because I was
Yeah.
immediately like, "Oh, Daryl's not long for this world."
Yeah.
We know what happens when people find out the family secret.
Leave
They end
Daryl
up
alone.
sleeping with the fishes.
Mm.
Actually, I dug out another interview.
Oh, I love this. I love that you've got
Uh,
all this stuff, Josh. It's so cool.
it's all just like in my folder. But yeah, so Dorian Gregory, who played Daryl, has
Just
this
look,
like
he's
whole
smouldering.
yeah
Oh,
smouldering. Do you want to
so
see him with his kit
cool.
off? Have I showed you this
Oh, I
before?
think you showed it
I
before, but
think I
I'll
did.
see it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Oh, with his little weight.
Come on, demons. You think you're hard enough?
Come fight me,
Yeah,
Barnabas. I'll go to
but
the morgue with you.
yeah. Take me to the morgue, my special place. But he talks actually in that interview about missing T.W. King, who played Andy.
Oh,
He says, "I miss TW and wish he was still around, but in this business, nothing is forever, and you go into it knowing that." So, yeah, it's
because I
kind of,
think I saw an interview recently with TW King where he said he did actually choose to leave
did
at the
he?
end of season one. I'm sure that's what he said.
Ooh.
I'll have to see if I can find it and then
I,
I'll.
I feel like he was pushed.
Yeah,
I think he said yes to being pushed.
too much hair gel.
Yeah. The budget for hair gel,
Yeah,
it just,
gone.
yeah, gone. Cut it. So we've mentioned Marcy a few times, and we've said that she's a witch practitioner who, so that's like an interesting distinction between a magical witch and a witch practitioner,
Yeah.
which I don't think we've had before, or we haven't fully addressed it properly before, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not to this extent, I don't think,
No.
where she's like, going around with the sage stick and saying, favour us, Sister Moon, with your protective beams.
Did you, like Phoebe says, who knew Perky could be so annoying, but did you like her?
I liked her because I feel
Oh,
like I am a bit like her, I guess. I guess I can be quite perky and annoying sometimes, but
yeah.
no, I really liked her. I mean,
Yeah. She had great
yeah.
style. She had a tie-dye skirt.
Yeah. I don't
And
think I'd appreciate her going through my cupboards and saying, you've put this in the wrong
you
place. I'd
can't
be
put
like,
baked beans
no.
next to kidney beans. That's what she said about my cupboard.
Oh dear, you don't want to look in my cupboards. It should be just like, what is going on?
Don't put
But
dark chocolate next to white chocolate.
yummy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite liked her, I did. And I thought,
Yeah.
and I especially liked that she did bounce off Phoebe quite well for the comedy duo. And
Yeah,
I
she
was like,
did.
oh, okay, this is pretty cool. I kind of like that. But it took some of the Phoebeisms off
Mm.
Phoebe, if that makes sense as well. So,
Yeah.
I liked her.
Yeah, I liked her. The thing
Yeah.
that I liked the most is that she thinks that she's the one helping the sisters, not the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's sort of
That
like cartoonish.
naivety.
Yeah, she kind of feels like a cartoonish, almost like a Muppety kind of character.
I wonder
Um,
if she'd feel that because when she gets protected from the bomb, she's like, oh, my protection spell worked.
maybe it
So,
did.
I mean, obviously, if that hadn't happened, she'd be dead because she would have gone in the shop. But
Yeah,
but I wonder if it gave her a boost of confidence in, the spells that she's doing.
yeah,
Because was it the protection spell or was it just pure coincidence? I'm saying pure coincidence. A
yeah,
coinky dink.
yeah. Was it a coinkydink?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but it gave her confidence then to carry on, doing more
yeah,
spells and things like that. So that's what I liked.
yeah. And to like gave her a bit of an up after her shop got blown up, which is obviously quite an upsetting thing to happen to somebody.
She didn't seem that upset about it.
She didn't. She didn't actually.
Yeah.
I did love her final line when she's leaving the house and she says, "Come, Inspector, my work here is done."
I just wanted a little, like, you know, slapping of the hand there, like, just stop the shoulders. Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah.
Bless her.
And I've got one more thing from mythology.
Okay.
And it's that Piper gets her own little power advancement.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the episode, she freezes Bane and Barbas in the apartment, in the office. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was in the office.
Okay, cool, yeah. And she manages to only unfreeze Bane by doing like a little sort of like finger,
a little
with the fingers, which
𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐏,
she just every time she just gets it. She's so good at this.
Yeah, she's really good because it just looks so natural when she does it. Like she just always does this.
I believe it. I fully believe it every time.
Me too. Yeah. I do. But I love that little thing. They're like, oh, can you just unfreeze one person? I've never tried. Let me give it a go. And she manages to do it. It's so
and she does it with this like cheeky little look on her face. It's like, I'm just going to hope and see.
Yeah.
I'm going to wish and a prayer.
Yeah. Gonna try.
And she's just seen Prue get a power boost. So I wonder if, you know how last season when Phoebe got a little power boost where she could feel her premonitions as well as see them, and she kind of forced it a little bit because she had just seen how Prue's power had gone from her eyes to her hands.
Yeah,
I wonder if Piper got a little sort of surge in magical sort of competitiveness, maybe.
Yeah,
where she's like, I'm going to try something new as well.
Maybe I can do something extra. Yeah, I like that. But it was just so cool the way that she did it, and can't wait to see more.
I wonder if they did do all this, like there's so much going on. I wonder if they did that on purpose because it is the first episode of the year. Maybe they're hoping to grab some new viewers after Christmas break. You know, it's cold, everyone's stuck in their houses, at least they are in the UK.
And that would make sense why they brought Barbas back at this point rather than waiting then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because people like Barbas. Yeah. Let's just have a little quick read of the comments. Karen, hi Karen.
Hi Karen.
How are you? Trina says Darren is just so nonchalant. There he is. There's lots of everyone saying hello to Karen.
I did notice one more thing, Josh, I meant to say. So the episode, I think, is one of the very few times where they call Prue Prudence.
Yeah, it's Piper.
As well, yeah.
When
and
Piper's
I was like,
sort of like, I'm serious.
Yeah, it's almost like a danger, like this is serious, danger, prudence. You know, like when you're in trouble with your mum or your dad.
Michelle.
Yes.
Joshua. Yeah. Joshua. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it was kind of like to try and snap her out of it, I think. She's like, Prudence. So, yeah, I like that.
That's a good impression.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to Love is Pain?
Love is Pain.
I'm realising that maybe I put this as to Bond stuff way too late this episode, but you know, we're just going to go with it.
We cover it as we go along. Yeah.
Dan apparently is the new Leo because he's helping to fix the house when it gets torn apart by bullets.
I noticed that.
He's got his own little, like,
little notepaddy thing.
Yeah. What was that?
You?
Like a toolkit, like a tool belt.
That's it. Yeah. And a little flippy notepad, tiny little flippy notepad.
Yeah. And Dan's big revelation is that because he's concerned about the fact that the windows have been blown up, which he would be.
Yeah.
He says that he wants Piper to move in with him, at least until the new windows are installed, all for her safety. And he says that Jenny has moved back with her folks.
Yeah,
bye,
we
Jenny.
finally get confirmation. Jenny, bye-bye.
See you later.
Oh, don't see you again.
So Dan says that if it works out with Piper staying with him, she could even stay permanently. Now, They've been dating.
Crafty.
Yeah, they've been dating for a couple of months. Is he too keen, do you think?
I think it was. I think the intention was good.
Yeah.
But secretly in his head, he's like, "This is the way. This is the way I can get her to stay and not keep
Trap
like
her.
wandering off all the time." Like I think he says in the
Yeah.
next episode, like she's always wandering off, always going here, there, and everywhere. But he does say why I think the intention is pure is because he does say your sisters can come too temporarily, and obviously
That's
Piper
very
says
true.
there's too much nakedness for that we
Yeah.
walk around with no clothes on, basically.
Yeah, some
So
of us don't
like
wear pajamas.
I think his intention was good, but then on the other hand, I'm like,
Yeah.
really? You only
I
live
feel
next
like,
door.
yeah, he's literally next door. He's not far.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it would be creepy if he wasn't so hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Piper is clear, Piper, and sound like little Piper. Piper. She, Piper. She clearly is into him, so that helps.
Yeah.
But it does feel a bit fast.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do like the fact that he is so the opposite of Leo in the sense of Leo is always off and about. You know, you never know when he's coming or going.
Yeah.
And
Ding dong.
ding dong. But Dan knows what he wants, and he wants it now.
Yeah. Very direct. And
Yeah,
trying to commit to Piper. And we all want what's best for Piper because we love Piper.
we do.
So yeah, he's trying to commit. He's showing her commitment
Yeah.
and kindness, but there's just that underlying ick factor, I guess, where you think like, are you doing this for the right reason?
Yeah. I think that's really well observed that he basically is trying to like just make sure he knows where she is.
Yeah, that's what I feel. And I only thought that so when we get on to the next episode, I only thought that because of what he says in that, really.
Yeah,
And I'm
it
like,
is true,
it's
isn't
like
it?
that, is it?
Yeah, it's not an attractive quality, Dan.
But,
You've got to let her have her independence.
yeah.
You don't get to know everything about her. You've only known her for a couple of months.
Yeah. But,
chill out, man.
Oh, so hot. Still so hot.
I know. They do make a really good couple.
They do. They look
so good
really
together.
nice together as well, don't they? Yeah.
And it's weird because it's almost like as soon as she started dating Dan, the show producers let her start to change her hair.
Yeah.
She's actually got this like more sort of bouffanty, wavy, like the waitress hair is gone, you know, the bangs and the ponytail.
Yeah.
She's
She
more
looks so
sophisticated.
cool. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we love Piper.
The other love story in this episode is the tense flirtationship, as I'm calling it, between Prue and Bane, the crime dude.
Yeah.
He thinks that Prue is Ms Hellfire, the hit woman, because she's gone undercover, which I promise we are going to get to. I'm saving the best for last because it is. Yeah. I love it. I love the undercover.
That is the best.
But the fact that he thinks that she is his hit woman, which makes it feel like a doomed relationship. But I actually think that it really makes sense for them to be together because Prue kind of is a hit woman. She kills demons all the time.
Yeah.
So he thinks that she's badass, and she is badass, just in a different way to what he thought she was.
Yeah.
She just kills demons rather than the people. So were you like rooting for Prue and Bane? Were you into it? Were you just into him?
I was into him and her at this point, to be honest, with how she looked in this episode. But I thought their chemistry was brilliant. Like, and it makes sense in my head now, knowing I don't know whether she actually cast Antonio, but obviously we know she didn't want the other actor. So whether she had any say in it, was there a reason behind that? Because their chemistry was like fire. God. It was like, well, obviously later episodes when we first meet, when we've met Cole and that, and there's a chemistry between Shannon Doherty and Julian, and I can never say his surname properly.
I think
There's definitely
is it
chemistry
McMahon? That's
there.
whatever, is it?
Yeah, there's definitely a chemistry there, and that's how I felt at that moment. I could see it, the way that they
Yeah.
were like touching each other and looking at each other's eyes. It was steamy.
And the bit where they were dancing, I feel like
Yes.
they both just completely broke character in that moment because they were just
Yeah.
giggling.
Yeah,
They were
I
like
think
completely
so.
besotted with each other, I thought.
Yeah. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if something went on there. I'd love to know.
Yeah. I
But
kind of I kind of wish that in that bit where they're dancing in this nightclub, Shannon Doherty is wearing like a crop top with a
mm,
really long ponytail,
she looks so
all black.
amazing. Yeah.
And I really wanted, when they were dancing, you know that bit in Buffy when Buffy and Faith are dancing, where it's all just like
Yes.
so chaotic and in character. And
Yeah.
I really wanted that moment with Prue and Bane to actually be quite moody and quite serious. And
Mm,
I felt that then they did just completely break character. And it kind of,
yeah.
it was
I don't think
sweet.
they was acting
They
very
were
much in
not.
that moment.
They really weren't. I'm not sure they'd forgotten how to act in that moment. They were just too busy
Yeah.
thinking about which bits of their bodies were touching.
Oh, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, wouldn't you like honestly? I mean, they were both just hot,
Yeah.
hot.
Hellfire.
They were hellfire,
Yeah.
definitely. And like
Yeah.
Shannon, I think we've said before about many of the outfits that they put Shannon in, and we're always like, "Gosh, she looked amazing." And I think one of
Hmm.
them was like a leather combo that she wore before. Fun enough, in the episode,
Blindsided.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we said about her leather there, so she definitely suits the leather. The
She
leather
really
look is for
does.
Shannon. Yeah,
Yeah. She
definitely.
really does. The thing that just occurred to me is, do you remember which episode was it in when Prue sort of reveals how she would want a man to treat her, and it was all really romantic. It was like long walks on the
Yeah.
beach,
Was
and
that what was that? She's a man, baby, a man.
yes, it
Mm,
was well done, yeah. And it's interesting that in this episode, that's exactly what Bane does. She
yes.
sends her flowers, and he gives her champagne when she first arrives, and
Mm,
he's really complimentary and sort of is looking out for her and tells her
yeah.
what to do, like
Yeah.
drives her around and stuff.
Yeah. And like she is really into it. Like she's saying
Yeah,
like, "Oh, I'm just playing a role," but I'm like, you're loving it.
yeah,
Definitely.
she really is.
Definitely.
Yeah. Um, so let's get into the sister bond and let's talk about Prue going undercover
Yes.
because I haven't actually written down anything about this part of the episode. I'm guessing this is why we haven't talked about Prue going undercover yet. But yeah, basically there's like in terms of the sister bond, Prue and Piper get some really lovely scenes together, and the main one for me was when they go to Ms Hellfire's apartment and
Mm,
they are going through all of her stuff. And Prue is sort of like looking through her closet and going, "Oh, Philippa, Philippa,"
yeah,
and just
she's
loving
loving
everything that
it.
she owns, all of her wigs,
Mm,
all of her jewelry. And Piper catches Prue like twirling with this full length faux leather jacket.
yeah.
And Piper says, "Were you twirling?" And Prue says, "Opportunity knocked, and I answered."
Yeah, and we know she loves her clothes because we had that brilliant montage in season one where she's
Hmm.
trying on all her outfits and
Yeah,
things. So we know that, like, she's really into like clothes and fashion
yeah.
to a
And that's really
sense.
come to the fore in this season, I think, with Eilish, the costume designer, coming on board for this
Yeah.
season. And you can
Mm,
see how they are just having so much fun coming
yeah.
up with stuff for particularly Shannon Doherty to wear in this episode and the next episode.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, it's the other thing that's interesting is that Prue, I'm going to start that again.
You're
Shannon
doing a me.
Doherty, oh no, it's the hope of a medication, it's just that it's time, so totally off. Um, Shannon Doherty used to say that this was her favourite episode of Charmed.
Ah.
I think she used to say it more sort of during season 3 when she was still with the show. She would say that she loved Ms Hellfire, and
Mm.
it was only years later that she started talking about 2 episodes in season 3 that are actually her favourites.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
And they are two of my favourites as well. I think lots of fans love these episodes. They are The Good, the Bad and the Cursed,
Oh, so
which is the
good.
one, the Western episode.
Yeah, that is good.
And season 3 finale, which she directed, which is her final episode.
Bittersweet there, yeah.
But for a long time, she said that this was her favourite episode, and she said it's because it was really dark and all that kind of stuff.
I
But
can
think,
totally see that.
yeah, totally. But I don't think it was necessarily because it was dark. I think it was because she had so much fun dressing up, cutting loose, and just playing a completely different version of Prue.
Yeah, just playing, you could just tell she was just lapping it up, this delicious, like, character, you know, this empowered kind of woman, and the outfits that they put her in as well were just like, she loved it, and it oozed off the screen. So I can easily see why this would have been her favourite. Because imagine how, I could just imagine how good she probably felt after filming this. Like,
totally.
Really empowered by it, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I just thought she was brilliant in it.
You can tell when they're working with a director that they really love. I think it really jumps off the screen, and because Craig existed quite a few episodes with them, and they always said that they loved working with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Piper says, "Is it just me, or are you a little too eager to play this role?" So what did you think of this whole plotline of Prue going undercover and getting to be like a different version of herself?
I thought it was a really good plotline for Charmed as well. I mean, we've had some really good stories, but for this one, it was something different we hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
When it first happens, as we mentioned before, we're not sure who is behind all of, you know, what's going on and whatnot. So I really loved it, and I thought, out of all of the sisters, she was the right person to pick to do it as well. So it wasn't like, you know, a Phoebe moment or anything. She was definitely the right person.
Yeah,
so
I totally
really
agree.
That. Yeah,
because she, it does feel like something Phoebe would do, and she kind of is something that kind of does happen-ish to Phoebe later in the show, where she does start on the dark side.
Yeah,
and she, like Phoebe herself, acknowledges that I've taken a walk on the wild side. I know all the signs. She can see that Prue is getting to have fun in a way that Phoebe used to have fun. And it's a great switch in their dynamic, because Prue's going off and having her wild side, and the sisters are the ones who are being responsible and worrying about her.
Yeah, it's just like a total flip, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it works.
And also, I wonder whether from the sisters' point of view, especially when we get to the point where Barbas has, you know, put a spell on her or whatnot, and she's, you know, going after the sisters, there's an element of the sisters at that point don't know Barbas has done that.
Yeah.
So has it just that this has now gone to Prue's head? You know, the power has gone to her head, the control, the character, and that now she's like turning on them, because they don't know that at that point what's going on, really.
They have no idea what's going on.
No.
But I do love the fact that it's their sister Bond that does free Prue from Barbas's brainwashing. And there's some hilarious stuff that they say to prove that they are her real sisters and they're not imposters. So Piper says that Prue gave her the chicken pox. And Phoebe says that Prue taught her how to French kiss. Which this is an episode written by two women, so they're clearly appealing to like a male fantasy here. And Piper says that they went to Duran Duran together, and Prue stretched out her leg warmers and then she gave them to Phoebe.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that kind of that sisterhood lore that ends up sort of being used in the episode. It's so funny.
Yeah, I love that. And as you say, it's the sister bond that pulls her back.
Yeah.
And so again, you know, the power of three pulls her back, that sister bond.
Power of three will set you free.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does.
Yeah, I love that.
Was there any other sister bond stuff that you noticed?
No, it was more basically my notes went, Shannon Doherty is hot.
Yeah. The only thing I chucked this into Sister Bond, but it's kind of a bit random. But I just noticed that in this episode, both Prue and Phoebe are wearing amazing necklaces.
Oh yeah, very like sign of the times kind of necklaces as well.
Because
Yeah.
Prue's is sort of like this really heavy, sort of pearly pendant thing. And then Phoebe's is this beautiful, ornate, I don't know, like Aztec-y, I guess, kind of thing. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like I remember those. I'm sure I had one very similar to Phoebe's. I've probably got a picture somewhere, but it's very early 2000s. Like we said in previous episodes, where like the feathers in the hair, there's very much like that kind of vibe going on, and that necklace was kind of like that vibe as well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days.
Great style. Trina says, yes, very steamy, but I'm loving the flirting with Jack. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, so talking of Jack, should we move on to Work It?
Yeah, work it.
Work it. Prue has a new regional VP at Buckland's, and there's an emergency staff meeting that she has to be at or she'll be fired, which seems kind of extreme, but you know what the work culture is like in America. Yeah. And the VP says that they need to raise $100,000 in a day.
Because he doesn't know who to fire, because he doesn't know them well enough.
Just to get rid of the dead weight, basically. Yeah, which is kind of similar to the Woogie episode, where Prue had to raise like $1 million. The Bucklands had to raise $1 million to get into the.
She's always raising that money for Bucklands. I hope she's on a good salary. Let's put it that way.
I'm sure she is. But I'm guessing that this VP has replaced Claire.
I know. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Claire was cool because we haven't really seen Claire for.
Not at all this season.
I don't think we've seen her in season 2. So they just got rid of her.
When did Heroes start? Is that 2004?
Yeah, 2003, 2004.
It was a bit early for her to have moved over to Heroes. Yeah.
I think it's a shame that they got rid of her because I think that the relationship she had, with Shannon Doherty, I think that worked well, and I think they could have done something with that. Yeah. And now we've just got this VP who just wants to sack everyone.
Yeah.
At least Claire tried.
Yeah, at least Claire was like sort of a battle-axe mom, like going to bat for everyone, but also holding people accountable in the right way.
Yeah.
So Prue ends up coming through at the end of the episode by selling off all of Ms Hellfire's possessions, with a request that the proceeds go to the Stop the Violence charity.
Yeah.
Which obviously is lovely and does conveniently step around the whole personal gain thing.
Yeah.
Even though she kind of does gain something by not losing her job.
Gain, yeah.
She gains having her job.
It's a little loophole.
Yeah, exactly. A little Prue hole. No! A little Prue hole.
A little Prue hole. That's what we're going to call it from now on.
Yeah.
There's a Prue hole here.
Did you have anything else to say about Work It?
No, just that I find it very unfair that he was going to do that. Unless they raise $100,000, which is like, and I do love how Prue raised more than that, like 200 and something. More. Yeah, and I'm kind of like, shove it in his face.
Yeah, shove all that money in his face. Show him the money,
Yeah. So I hope that she did keep a job after all that.
Yeah.
She better have done.
Yeah, I think she does. Matthew says, is being a horrible bossy person in the actual job description. If you can't be an actual demon, please at least be a knuckle. Trina says, unfair that Prue left Jack to do all the work, even if she pulled it back. Yeah. I did feel a bit sorry for Jack because he did have to do a lot of work while Prue was off doing her Ms Hellfire thing.
I'm not sure I'm a Jack fan.
Yeah, I never was.
We'll probably get into that in the next one.
It was always a bit weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next episode kind of addresses how incongruous it is.
Sorry, Trina.
Someone's got to like Jack.
Yeah.
let's move on to Sign of the Times. So what did you spot in this episode? Oh, my voice is going.
Oh, it's so sexy. I'm like, oh la la. It's like Barbus.
Yeah. What did you spot this episode?
I've got two things that I spotted. So I've got Marcy using the expression, "Oh my stars," which was like really like from Bewitched.
Was it?
I think it was.
Oh,
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm sure that was like a catchphrase from Bewitched.
Yeah, cool.
And then the other thing I've got is Daryl referencing to not wanting to know about like the Halliwell stuff, including a dustbuster.
Yes.
So I was like, is that a reference to Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Because she famously rides a dustbuster as a broomstick.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought those were like pretty cool Sign of the Times, as in like different to normal.
Yeah, not just fashion stuff.
Yeah. How about you?
I mean, I mentioned Ms Hellfire's PVC crop top that was very white clean. Yes. I wanted to know what people thought of her when she was walking down the street towards the Halliwell's house with like this PVC outfit on.
Yeah. I bet they were like, it's just the norm. Yeah.
It felt...
Seen it all before.
Yeah. It felt a little bit, her style felt a little bit like the future in Demolition Man. You know?
Yeah.
Is it in, no, and also in The Last Action Hero.
Oh,
in that film, when it's like the film within the film, there's no women in the film within the film who aren't like super stylish and glamorous and have amazing fashion. That's what she
Good
like.
spot. Yeah, I like that.
And the only other Sign of the Times that I spotted was Phoebe saying that they had already 86'd Barbus.
Yes!
Which is such great 90s slang. And I had to look it up because I had no idea what it actually meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I've heard it before, that phrase. But what does it mean?
Well, the Oxford Dictionary says that it's to refuse service or to ban somebody.
Oh.
I couldn't see like the actual etymological origins of the word, but apparently the first known instance of it was in like the early 1900s in a bar where someone said, "You've been 86, as in I'm not going to serve you."
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use that in my everyday life now.
You've been 86, Shelley.
You've been 86, Kev. Yeah, that's
no dinner for you. You've been 86.
And they just won't know what I mean.
They'll soon figure it out when you stop doing things.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that it for Sign of the Times from us?
Yeah, that's all I've got.
Okay,
some good ones there.
Matthew said the knit top over the white top that Phoebe had on was very early noughties. That was in the next one, I think.
I think that was in the next one, yeah. But very, very early 2000s.
What are you going to do? What if you didn't have a white t-shirt?
I'm sure I've got a picture of me with like a black, so it's a dark navy blue t-shirt and like a black like strappy dress over the top of it.
Oh, nice.
So
very
cool.
Nice. Oh. It's like people who wear socks with flip-flops. But I mean, open-toed flip-flops I can understand, but not when you like the thong when it goes between the toes.
Yeah.
And you've got a sock on as well.
Yeah.
That gives me the ick.
Same, to be fair.
Matthew says, how do you not know about the 86 thing? It is all over the news in the US right now because an ex-FBI director put up an image that said 8647 and got arrested for it.
Oh, I haven't seen that over here on the news. I mean,
we don't get all of that.
We don't get, exactly.
We've got too much else going on.
Very well, yeah. You get very limited information, I'm guessing.
Yeah. What have you got for your charming dialogue for this episode?
Okay, so I've got Prue saying, "Why would a mortal want to kill us?" And Phoebe saying, "You were a little sharp to the mailman yesterday. We all know how testy they can be."
Oh, poor old male people.
I like that one.
They should be.
Yeah.
They should be.
And then I've got Prue obviously turning the lipstick to reveal the blade and saying, "Not exactly Avon calling, is
Oh, I
it?"
had that one as well. I loved
Such a
it.
cool line.
Yeah.
I've got one more,
Yeah.
which is Phoebe saying, so basically, Piper's come back from Dan's. So we've got Phoebe saying, "Hi, do you recognise that person?" And Prue going, "I don't know. She looks vaguely familiar, kind of like a sister we used to have. What was her name? Pippa." So just that banter between them there.
Yeah.
Thought
I
that
really
was.
wish they'd said Peeper.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we would have predicted it.
yeah.
Have you got any others?
I've got three. I've got when they first go to Ms Hellfire's apartment, Prue says, "Look at this place. Laddie fixtures, little silk woven rugs. I could get used to living here in a hurry." And Piper says, "Yeah, you just have to know who to kill. I'm going to go check the kitchen."
Because that would be what she says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
like
good
that.
poke around the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then when Prue is about to go back to like see Bane or something, Phoebe says, "Have fun." And Prue says, "Phoebe, I'm working." And Phoebe says, "More like you're working it."
Work it.
Work it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. And my final one is Barbus. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it in his voice. Am I?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
Do it.
"If she's not back in 1 minute, then I'm gonna spend the next 2 minutes killing you." Is that Barbus, or is that like some kind of
I'm
redneck?
not sure if it sounded like the Muppet version of Bob. But it was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very good. You got the job.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Give me the grey wig and the teeth. I can do it. Cosplay, here we come.
Oh, dear.
So, who was your sister of the week?
Pro. I know it's like
Yeah,
really like, obvious, but she owned this
yeah.
episode. Like as a character, as an actress, just like we always say about Shannon Doherty, like whenever she has a role like this, she just goes with it and it's just then phenomenal.
She does, I
So
know.
hands down, Prue.
Yeah, like she must have just got this script and gone, "Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you." Like it's such a gift
yeah,
of a script for
yeah,
her.
definitely.
And I've now got that, "Gonna find my baby." I've got that stuck in my head from that dance sequence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just iconic. So iconic. Matthew
Was
says his
Prue
sister of the week was
was
Prue.
Prue your sister of
Oh
the week as
yeah,
well? Yeah, I was just checking.
yeah, totally. Yeah, who
Yeah,
else could it be?
I know
Yeah,
exactly.
it's the Prue. This is the Prue show. This episode,
Yeah, 100%.
we're loving it. Yeah. How many brooms out of 5 are you going to give this one?
5. I loved
Whoa!
this episode.
Oh,
I loved
nice.
it. I loved the storyline. I loved Shannon Doherty. I loved everything. I just loved the whole episode. I was
Yeah.
smiling throughout the whole thing, and like I was like, "That's a good sign. I'm going to give it a 5."
Oh,
So I
amazing.
went for it. Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I think I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Ah, close.
Yeah, like it was so close to being an absolute
Mm,
banger. Like there is so much cool stuff in here. Like so much going on, new
mm,
powers, multiple levels of demonic threat and non-demonic threat. Coolest opening scene of a show ever,
yeah.
maybe. So yeah, there's so much going on for it, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe it needed a bit more room to breathe
Mm.
for other things like Morris and
Yeah, there was a lot going
yeah,
on. I just
yeah.
think like you could watch this as kind of its own episode as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Like I know there's storyline going on and whatnot, but as its own episode, just to see
yeah,
Shannon Doherty, brilliant.
yeah, definitely. And I do think that they didn't sort of when Barbas first shows up, they do a tiny bit of spiel about he's the demon of fear, just in case there are new viewers. But I
Mm,
think they did it actually really effectively, where they didn't really try to exposit the whole thing down your throat. They
Yeah,
just
it wasn't too
accepted.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
quite subtle.
yeah.
Yeah, cool, nice. Let's see these broom ratings. Trina says Prue was her sister of the week as well.
Yeah.
Elaine is laughing at the Muppet version of Barbus. Trina's rating is 4.5 brooms. Matthew
Same
is
as you.
4.5. Elaine is 4 brooms.
Oh, so just me with the 5. I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd give it 5 stars just for Shannon Doherty.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
Let's move on to episode 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Season 2, episode 10, Heartbreak City. Weirdly, this isn't a Valentine's Day episode. It's just an episode about love and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, you would have thought they would have waited a little bit.
Yeah, because they
It's
do
not
a
that.
Valentine's Day episode in 4 weeks.
Yeah, because it's not that far away.
No,
Yeah.
it really isn't. Yeah. So the sisters' love lives are thrown into turmoil when a Cupid, played by guest star Michael Riley Burke, probably, I'm assuming no relation to Kathy Burke, don't know.
Maybe.
Cupid is targeted by a vengeful demon who starts undoing all of Cupid's love connections in an attempt to spread hate. When Prue and Piper's relationships with Jack and Dan are put on the line, Phoebe teams up with Cupid to stop the demon Drazi and return romantic harmony to the Halliwell manor. So for the first bit of the chat, we're going to combine Lover's Pain and the Sister Bond, just because I feel like those two things are so interwoven in this episode that
definitely.
it'll be impossible to put them apart. Like Drazi would do. Not going to do it.
Rip that heart out.
Don't make me do it.
Yeah.
Phoebe is feeling like a fifth wheel as it's date night with Piper and Dan and Prue and Jack. And Phoebe was supposed to be going along with them, with a guy called Kevin, but he had to cancel. So
bloody Kevins.
Oh, Kevin. Yeah, I know, so unreliable. But yeah, so Phoebe tags along anyway, and they're going to see Love Story, which frankly is a terrible film, and I can't stand it. And I think Phoebe's first appraisal of the film is totally the right one, so I'm on her side completely.
I'm not sure if I've seen Love Story. I must have done.
I think it won the Oscar. It's from the 70s. It's got Tatum O'Neill?
Oh.
It's, from what I remember, it's not great.
Okay.
But anyway, moving on. So the next morning, Phoebe wakes up alone in the house because both of her sisters are all coupled up and she's now all alone in the house. But she kind of says she's not actually mad because her sisters deserve to be happy. Which is like kind of quite nice.
That. Yeah.
And I believed her. Like, did you believe her?
Yeah, I did believe her. And I thought, this isn't the first time she's kind of implied that either. I do think she is genuinely always happy for them and their love lives, even if it's not going to plan for her. Yeah.
She's quite selfless in that regard, I think.
Yeah, I do.
She does really care for her sisters.
Yeah, she does.
And she's seen, obviously, Prue go through all that with Andy, which ended, well, mortally.
It ended badly.
Ended deadedly. And yeah, like Piper and Leo, that whole thing was obviously quite stressful for Piper and for Phoebe, because Phoebe had to keep that secret. So I think she's probably quite happy to have a drama-free sister love thing going on.
Yeah.
However, when Cupid comes along, he comes to Phoebe for help. He sort of like grabs her in the coffee shop.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, whoa, what are you doing, Cupid? You should know better. You're Cupid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did feel a little bit like they've helped so many innocents now that if someone grabs you and says, I need your help, Phoebe, wouldn't you be like, yeah, okay, you look like an innocent to me?
I'd just be like, get away from me, demon!
Yeah, you're sweaty and weird.
Oh, dear.
But Cupid tells Phoebe that she has a closed heart, which is interesting because, as we just said, she's always seemed so selfless in matters of the heart.
Yeah.
And she seems to have the most open heart because, frankly, she's helped the most innocents in the past year and a bit.
Yeah.
And she's like opened herself up to all of them and been really quite, I don't know, like very empathetic with them and understanding and
she's
there
always
for
the
them.
one, isn't she, that
Yeah.
has those conversations? Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think of this whole plot about Phoebe's heart being closed? Did you buy into it? Was it
I did
a
buy
bit...
into it because
Ooh.
I didn't, I think. So I did buy into it in the fact that I'm like, oh, yeah, we've never actually seen her get attached, or we've seen, like, you know, men that she's gone on dates with, or, you know, had upstairs in a room and that.
Yeah.
We've never actually seen anything long term with her. So I do think it's quite clever that they played into that. So yeah, I did buy it in that respect, but then on another respect, I was like, it did feel a little bit like trying to push the plot to give her a love interest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's kind of how I felt, to be honest.
Yeah. So I'm on the fence with it.
Yeah,
I could
because like
see it, but I couldn't.
yeah, because the sort of solution or the lesson that she learns isn't particularly earth-shattering, I felt. It didn't
No,
feel like she really learned that much by the end of
no.
the episode.
Because effectively she just learned that, yeah, her heart is closed for love.
But not for fun times.
And her legs are closed.
Freebie! Freebie returns.
Freebie. Yeah, so I kind of thought, like, I don't know, I just thought that it was a bit, I could tell it was to push a plot,
Yeah.
a future love interest that's obviously going to happen, so that her heart is all fully open to embrace this love interest. But I don't know. I'm a bit like torn on it. I can't explain it.
I felt like she's what, 24, 23?
Yeah.
She's the youngest sister.
Yeah.
Who needs to be in love at that age? Like, nobody
Yeah.
needs to be in love. Like, it's nice if they are, but it's not sort of like an important thing to be doing at that age.
No.
So why does Phoebe need that? She's already got so much love in her life.
And it does make me laugh.
Stupid Cupid.
Stupid Cupid.
In Mel C's.
It did make me laugh though when I know we're jumping on a little bit to Cupid here, but when Piper basically says to Cupid, you need to prove you're Cupid. Yeah. And obviously Cupid goes through like all of the lovers and that, and then gets to like Phoebe and it's like Ken, Kyle, Steve, Mike, Ken again. Brian, Joel, Martin, Peter, Paul, Tony. So she's been around the block a little bit, and she's like, you know, so
she's hot.
Yeah, but ultimately, her heart is closed for love.
Yeah, her heart will not yet go on.
Yeah, because she does say, doesn't she? So Phoebe says, not loving, not loving.
Yeah.
Has kept her safe from people leaving. So from that point of view, I can see where they're going with that, because that's all she experienced when she was younger. They lost their mom, the dad left. She didn't have a relationship with her sisters up until, a year or so ago.
Because Phoebe left in that situation.
Yes, because Phoebe left, yeah. So there's a
does
common
kind of
theme.
Track.
Yeah, I can
tracks
see
a
it.
bit, but it felt a little bit random. And so Phoebe becomes we'll jump to that in a minute. So no, we won't. We'll do it now. So Phoebe becomes instrumental in helping Cupid because she fixes all of the love connections by talking to Cupid's charges and helping to break the spell through love advice. Which is quite a fun precursor to the fact that Phoebe, she does become an advice columnist in like 2 years' time.
Yeah.
But did you think she was giving good advice when she was forging these connections again?
Well,
your face says it all.
Not really, because for for her to be giving good advice, we've got to fully believe that Cupid has set the right person with the right person, right?
Yeah.
But how do we definitely know that that person is the right person? We've just got to believe that Cupid knows these things.
Yeah, that's so
And I don't
true.
think that it came across that he definitely, was 100% certain. He just saw people and he was like, they'd make a good match. And then whispered
Yeah.
little things in their ears and that. So, yeah, I'm not sure her advice was necessarily good. She was just going along with what Cupid had already set up, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. I felt like for the most part, it was like a load of platitudes and romantic cliches that
Yeah.
didn't really mean anything. And it was like, I don't know, something about the whole Cupid thing made me feel a little bit uncomfortable because it
Mm.
was like no one was asking these people what they wanted. They were telling them what they
Yeah,
wanted
that's
the
kind of
whole
what I mean.
time.
Like,
Yeah,
they haven't come together naturally. You've got to fully be in on the Cupid thing,
yeah.
and you've
You've
got
got
to
to really
really believe
believe
it.
that he
Yeah,
senses exactly what they need and
yeah,
want, I
yeah.
guess. But it's kind of, I felt like it was a bit of a leap to me, and it made me feel a bit
Mm,
gross.
yeah. No,
It's
I
like
was a
orchestrating these people coming together
yeah. That's what I mean.
against,
That's how it felt.
yeah,
It didn't feel like, oh, that's a natural connection.
yeah,
Like even the two people at the beginning in the in the office space, like
mm,
it just obviously there was something there between them, but then he was kind of then forcing the situation. I know we've jumped
yeah,
on to Cupid a little bit, but
that's,
it's yeah,
yeah,
I didn't buy it, so then I didn't buy the advice that Phoebe was saying.
yeah, yeah,
And also as well an element of like, when people say like I'm really good at advice but I don't follow it myself, which
yeah,
I'm guilty of that 100%. And I
mm,
kind of think that was Phoebe. Maybe she's good
yeah,
at giving this advice but not necessarily putting it into action herself.
yeah, that's
Mm,
true. Because she does end up giving Kevin a second chance. Because at
mm,
the end of the episode, you see that she is now on the proper double, triple date with
mm,
Kevin is there as well. So
mm.
I guess she kind of does open her heart a bit. But he
Yeah.
was so boring, wasn't he? He was like, there's nothing
I was
special
like,
about him whatsoever.
why has Cupid put these two
I
together?
know. So dull.
That's what
Like
I
Phoebe
mean. Like,
goes for far more
did
interesting
Cupid
people.
do it? Yeah. No,
Yeah,
didn't buy that at all.
rubbish.
No.
So Piper and Prue, let's talk about
Mm,
their bond a little bit, because they have a really lovely moment in this episode where they're in line for the bathroom, waiting to get into the bathroom at P3, and they're kind of having a heart to heart, reflecting on where they're at in their lives.
mm.
I do have to just say, Piper owns P3, so doesn't she have her own staff toilet to use?
Well, funny enough, under work it, that's what I
Yeah.
wrote.
Oh.
I was like, wait, so basically all the drama's happening in P3 and then Piper owns the club but has to
Yeah.
queue for the bathroom. That is definitely work it drama.
Yeah. They could have just explained it by her saying, "Oh, the staff toilet is broken," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's all they needed to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Prue comments about how strange it is for them to be happy the way that they are at the moment,
Mm.
and it's like they are finding a balance in their lives at the moment. And I just wondered, like, do you feel like Prue seems different in this episode, but also in this season? Do you feel like she's changed?
Um, I feel she's stronger
Mm,
in a kind of way. And I feel as well she's found her stride in
hmm
the character.
Yeah.
So I definitely, yeah, there's definitely a difference because she's just settled into it more and more confidence, and it's coming across on the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of how I felt because I just thought in this episode, you see that she's wearing flowers in her hair. She's wearing
yeah.
that incredibly low cut
She's
string
very like, yeah,
dress.
confident and
Yeah, like
yeah,
boobtastic, here for it, love it.
amazing.
But yeah, it just feels like maybe it's true. Andy really was holding Prue back. Like
Mm,
having Andy die. may have been the best thing that could have happened to Prue.
Mm.
Because she seems to have just, like you say, she's come into her own, she's relaxed. When you think about season 1 Prue, I think about that very strict short bob. I think about that very plain grey wool dress. Black heels, very sophisticated and sort of grown up.
Yeah, like
and
pencil skirts type of vibe. Yeah.
Exactly, like very controlled, very sensible. And I feel like in this season, she's having fun. She seems more free.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice. It's different. It feels like it's evolved.
Yeah. And she's definitely got into her stride. And as you say, with the new clothes woman man, Eilish, that's it. Like it definitely is shining through. And I think it did her such the world of good, Prue. She just really came into her own in this series, in this season.
I think so. Yeah. And I feel like we've talked about this before a little bit previously about how as a show continues to go on over the years, you start to see the characters, they resemble the actors more than they did originally. And it's almost like the original idea for the character starts to blend in with the personality of the actor portraying them.
Shining through.
Completely. And I feel like in this episode, more than any other that I think we've had ever, we see that bond between Holly Marie Combs and Shannon Doherty. And there's a couple of moments that feel ad-libbed. They feel very off the cuff and genuinely warm and loving. And it's kind of cool to see. I don't know if it's a good thing in this terms of like storytelling, but it's definitely a good thing for the warmth of the characters, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, even like with Piper's character with Holly Marie Combs, you can see it. It just feels like you're just watching them chatting as mates, like as good friends. And that's just brilliant. And it just oozes off the screen. Like you just feel, do you know what it feels like? You just feel like warm and fuzzy inside. I know that sounds really cheesy, but that's when them two are together and they're having those type of conversations. It's just like friends, and it just feels nice.
I'm thinking about that moment when it's the end of the scene when they're on the couch and Prue's like, "You're not scum, are you?" And Piper's like, "No, I'm not scum." Like, "No, I didn't think you were." That was definitely ad-libbed and I loved it.
But the way, even like in that scene where they're sitting, the way they're sitting on the chair is just like, I don't know, it's just, you can tell that that's how perhaps they normally are with each other.
Because Prue sits down on the far left of the sofa, leaves a tiny gap on one side and a huge space on the other side. And Piper just squishes herself into the small gap.
And I can just imagine that's how they're like in real life, or we're like in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
So on the flip side to having a sister bond, we also have this moment where Dan and Jack are chatting at a table in P3.
Yes.
And they're talking about how the sisters just like disappear sometimes. They don't know where they go. And there's like strange men come and go. Like Dan says something
that
like,
made me laugh because it's so true.
Who are they? Who the hell are they?
Because it must look so weird from an outsider's point of view. And I'm like, I can't deny this.
And I love that they are actually genuinely confused by it rather than jumping to like really quite grossly sexist conclusions, which they could do quite easily.
Yeah, they don't jump to conclusions. They're just more like, have you noticed this strange thing? Like, it is bizarre.
I also thought Dan in that like pearlescent long sleeve t-shirt.
Nice.
But so did you enjoy that insight? Because we don't often get those moments with just the guys on their own without the sisters involved. So did you enjoy having that scene with them?
Yeah, I did actually. I thought it was really good. And I liked seeing like their point of view, and the fact that also that they've got a bond as well going on. I mean, I think Jack says to Dan, "Oh, I think you're falling in love," with Piper. So I thought it was nice to see that.
Yeah, it made
And
me
just
like Jack
see
a bit
them.
more, actually.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Just a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
I
still
kind of
not on the
found
Jack train.
I kind of found his like, I hope everyone wants coffee because I'm buying. It was like, oh my God, put your wallet away, Jack. What are you trying to prove?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Just maybe for me, I'm being a bit unreasonable because I've seen, that actor play like really good roles. I
Yeah.
mean, he was good in Riverdale, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
like I think I've just seen him play like those dark type of characters. So now I'm seeing him younger and playing like this like goofy goofball type of in love with
Yeah.
Prue character. I'm just finding it a bit bizarre.
So weird. So you didn't buy into them, like Prue and Jack together in this episode?
I don't think I buy Prue and Jack together regardless.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Because at the end of the previous episode, they still weren't a couple, but Prue did say she was going to buy him a drink or something after the whole work
Yeah.
drama of like trying to raise that money.
Yeah, because she mentions it's like their second date, I'm sure, at some
Yeah.
point as
And they're
well. So
holding
it's,
hands when they come out of the cinema.
yeah.
But she doesn't sleep with him.
No, she's not that easy.
No, she's not. Yeah. Have you got anything else for Love is Pain or Sister Bond?
I think I just had Prue staying over at Jack's.
Yeah.
So obviously we see Jack, and then obviously Dan giving the necklace to Piper.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
The heart.
which was really, really sweet. And I actually found it sweet that he went, he did pick out the necklace and he just asked Prue for, do you think Piper would like this? And I quite like that.
Definitely. It's
Yeah,
considerate.
I thought that was quite sweet.
Yeah. And he brought her breakfast in bed.
Oh,
He's
breakfast
the
in bed,
perfect.
dry
He's too
toast.
perfect. Yeah, orange juice.
Yeah, it's like he knows
Yeah.
what she likes, and also I did like that we saw
He knows what she
inside
likes in bed. And it's dry toast and
dry
orange juice.
toast. But I like the fact that we did see Dan's bedroom. I mean, for multitude of reasons, but also that, like, in the window you can kind of see the blue house, which is opposite the Halliwell house.
Yeah.
So obviously you get a sense of like, oh, okay, so his bedroom is like at the front of the house. So you're getting a sense of like where he, his abode and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of getting an insight into his world, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like,
And
this
I
is
just like that
Dan's
you're
land.
seeing, the next door house as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just kind of like that little touch.
Oh, no, I'm drooping.
Oh, talking of Dan and you're drooping.
Doesn't happen often. Matthew says, I think Cupid going around making random people close to each other fall in love is exactly how love works. It hardly ever asks you if you want it. It just happens usually when you run into somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
Random chaos. Yeah. Kirsty says, it made me lol when Phoebe says, but we 86 Darcy. Wonder if they did it with seashells. Trina, that was so cringe. I'm not sure if that was about.
I think it was about when Jack says about the coffees.
Oh, yeah. Matthew says, I don't like Prue and Jack together. Prue needs an edgier, darker man.
Yeah, that's it. They're just, for
like
me,
Bane.
I'm just like, like Bane. But yeah, I just wasn't I'm just not buying the Jack thing. I just don't know who came up with bringing this particular love interest in for her.
I think because he's so the opposite of Andy.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's all like gobby and loud and silly and flashy, and that's not what Andy was like at all.
Cupid needs the sack, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Sack Cupid. Matthew says it had to be at his house because she never lets him in at hers.
Yes.
Not even in her back door. Yeah, Piper.
Never in back door.
Let's move on to Demon of the Week.
Oh yes, I cannot wait.
And what a memorable demon it was, right? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, also I've got obviously the demon, but Cupid as well. I have to just say, he's bloody red glowing ring of love.
Yeah, another ring.
Slipping his little ring in there. Like, really, like, I don't know, he was a demon to me because he did my head
Yeah,
in. So,
creepy.
yeah.
I
And
feel
like the
like
whole. Oh, sorry, Josh, go on.
I just feel like, you know how I was going on about how if Dan was less cute, it would be creepy how enthusiastic
Mm.
he was. I felt like if Cupid was cuter, he would have been less
Yeah.
gross. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry to the actor who played Cupid,
I
but
just.
yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing of like, a demon of hate stole my ring and he's going to use it to find all of the people I've put together. Well, he's going to be going there a long time because you're meant to be Cupid. So it's not just the people we've seen. So he was going to
Get
fail,
over it.
wasn't he?
Grow up, Cupid.
Oh, dear, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So to me, like, he was part of the demon as well because I just didn't buy that he was Cupid.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was pooped.
He was
Um,
pooped and
so
stupid.
mature. I've got the sense of humour of a 10-year-old. So Drazi is the demon of
Drazi.
the episode. And
Mm.
Drazi steals Cupid's ring because he is apparently, and I quote, all about hate. And he wants to use the ring to undo all of the love connections that Cupid has made. And his whole thing is that he'll kill people's ability to believe in love. And according to Cupid, that's a fate worse than death. And whenever he breaks a connection, Cupid feels a pain in his heart.
Oh.
And there is a lot of Drazi shoving his fist into Cupid's chest
And squeezing
and
very tight.
screaming. And they're both just sort of doing this like, ah.
Oh. It looks very sexual.
It really
I'm not
does.
gonna lie.
Especially in the moment when Piper freezes them and the actors are just standing there like.
It did make me laugh on multiple
Oh,
occasions.
oh, it was brilliant.
And
That was the
especially
best bit.
as in one scene when Drazi goes, "Hello, lover boy," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Hello, hello, hello.
lover boy in more ways than
That would have
one."
made it. Oh my God, you're so right. It would have been so much more interesting if they had been just a
Exactly.
broken up couple.
Why couldn't they do that? So they'd broken up, and then I think that would have made so much more sense than what was
Yes.
going on.
Oh, Shelley, I really wish they'd done that.
Yeah.
Just ugh.
Yeah.
I was gonna save this for like um my little rant at the end. And I couldn't tell if it was just like a me thing, but this episode just felt like such a straight fest
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
way that I find personally quite confronting.
Because it was really in your face,
It
like
was
kind of,
relentless,
yeah, you just needed
absolutely relentless.
something.
It was like there wasn't a single gay couple.
No.
I know this is like a very straight TV show from the 90s, and we've talked about this previously,
Mm,
but it just like this overt enforcement of heterosexuality
yeah.
just always leaves such a dirty taste in my mouth.
It
And
was very shoved down your
it was
throat.
grim. It was
Yeah.
so grim. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that it's not just me. Thank you.
No. And as we just said, I think they could have done so much more for a show that, was doing well and, did cross boundaries. Look at, she's a man, baby, she's a man. Like,
Yeah,
it tried to push that. They could have done something with this.
it really
Instead of
could.
giving Drazi this stupid backstory that he fell in love with a woman, a
Yeah.
mortal woman, and that, Cupid had to put her on the right path to marry somebody else. And then
Hmm.
Drazi's like pissed off about it basically. And like,
Yeah.
that's why he's going after Cupid. And I'm like, no, just make it a love story.
Because that's recycling the plot from Love Hurts anyway. They've already
Yeah,
done this entire plot before. It was
yeah,
just dark lighters and white lighters rather than Cupids and whatever Drazi is.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was frustrating.
Yeah, and Jarzy.
Dravna.
Jarzy. But he was kind of hot. I thought.
Really?
Yeah, like I think,
Shelley.
yeah.
I draw the line of this one, I do.
Draw the line. I don't know, there was just something about him with his little, rough and ready appearance and his beard.
He had good stubble, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get a good stubble rash.
Yeah, like he was just like another guy in a black coat, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, I guess.
He wasn't a bad actor. Like, he was a good actor.
Yeah.
I think previously maybe it would have been even camper if it had been like a season 1 villain actor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give him. He was a solid actor.
Apart from when they throw the potion on him and he's like,
not again, I'm melting. Yeah.
But I suppose that's just standard demon melt.
It was. I quite enjoyed the melting.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the things that Drazi says to break people up? I'm thinking particularly about the random extra couple that we see at the beginning and kind of across the episode.
Yeah, a bit harsh.
I thought it was so sexist. She's just trying to get your money, mate.
Yeah.
And to her, he was like, he's still shagging his ex-wife or something. It was like,
it was a bit harsh. And and especially after that, when they're obviously under the spell and he's like, yeah, go and get your money off someone else or something. Yeah. And I'm like, what? it was so random. I was kind of glad he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And then she's like, if I ever met anybody who was more deserving of being hit by a car, she was really happy.
It was very random.
Yeah.
Like, he could have done something a bit different, couldn't he? He could have just said, look, deep down you don't really like her. And deep down you don't really like him.
Yeah.
So
he's just convenient, like Dan and Piper.
That's all he had to say. And then they've just split up and that would have been it.
And they'd be happily never after,
Yeah, because why couldn't it as well, like you say, be the other way around? Why couldn't it be that the woman was earning a lot of money and he was after the money? Exactly. And, she and he was, I don't know, I'm getting all confused, but you get what I mean.
Her ex-wife.
Yeah, that was it. So it could have been that.
Yeah.
They could have just pushed it more, I think.
I just don't think people were necessarily thinking in that way 26 years ago. I just don't think it even crossed their minds to think outside of the hetero centre thing that.
But then you had that
rules the world.
She's a man, baby, she's a man episode where they kind of did push a boundary a little bit, or
But that writer was a staunch supporter of queer rights, whereas the writer of this episode was a man, and I'm just going to assume he was a straight white man just because they mostly are. I found it I just felt, the thing with this episode is I found that it was very one note. It was very broad, and that applied to the breakup stuff that happened as well, where on the twist of a ring, you might say, suddenly everyone hates each other. Just insta hate. It's the opposite of insta love. It's insta hate.
Like insta hate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I found it really jarring and quite cartoonishly annoying, frankly.
You
might be getting the vibe, but I wasn't a fan of this one.
No, I'm with you. It definitely was. I think I sat there for most of the episode just like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Really? Like, I just didn't buy it.
Yeah. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about for the Demon of the Week?
No, I think I've said enough.
You said it all, Shelley. Yeah. It's all just going to turn into 4-letter words. Yeah.
Yeah, other than I have no words. But
you'll do a Drazi, you'll do a Cupid, but you won't be reading off names, you'll be reading off expletives instead.
Exactly.
F-B-S-T C.
Oh dear. I think they could have done more with it.
Yeah, I agree.
With that, yeah.
It was
definitely.
I think it was really smart to address the fact that Phoebe is the sister who has never had a long-term boyfriend in the show.
Yeah.
She's had guys popping up here and there, so to speak, but she's never had a long-term love interest.
Mm.
And both Prue and Piper obviously now do have quite serious things going on-ish. So yeah, it was smart to address that.
Yeah, but too much filler.
So much filler.
Too much filler. Yeah.
All 𝐂𝐞𝐚𝐤 𝐂𝐇𝐀.
Yeah.
That's my assessment.
I like it.
Shall I read some comments out?
Yeah.
Trina talking about Jack says, that's exactly it. Jack's the opposite of Andy, so it's good to see a different dynamic, even if it's not as good. Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. Because also it's nice knowing he's not going to stick around forever. Matthew says, yay, Demon of the Week. Now we can talk about him getting frozen with his fist.
It's true. Like,
oh, it's brilliant. I loved it.
Give him a right good fisting.
Oh,
I'm going to get banned from Instagram.
Get chopped off. All right, good.
I meant that in a clean way.
Yeah, I believe you. Last episode it was fingering, and now it's progressed to.
I mean, we've already said about messing with his ring and all sorts. So yeah, going to get banned at some point.
Matthew says that was a mood ring if I ever seen one.
Yeah, because when Drazi had it, it turned green. That was cool.
Yeah.
The moody ring thing. Yeah, red for Cupid, green for like bad.
Like Superman.
But again, so stereotypical. Red for Cupid, green for I don't know.
Gosh.
Could have done like different colours, like mauve or ombre.
Yeah, just be different.
Yeah, leaf. I don't know.
That would be evil. Evil hay fever leaves. Melina says, I agree, Josh, it was relentless. I guess the heteronormativity. Such an opportunity lost. Yeah, totally. Matthew says it's heterocentrism. If they put gay people in the show in the 1990s or early 2000s, they would have had to die or be celibate. Yeah, that's always how it goes. I know it's so depressing. Matthew also says, or be old like Blanche's brother on Golden Girls.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like unthreatening. Be an unthreatening gay.
Yeah.
Trina says, oh no, sorry, Drazi wasn't hot to me. He was not Ding Dong Leo.
I think I was just like trying to cling to something that I liked.
Yeah. No, I like it. You brought the...
Drazi's kind of hot.
Yeah, grasping at straws. Melina says, there wasn't much depth to this episode. No, I know.
There was more depth in the fist going in and grabbing his heart.
Yeah, there was. He went in pretty deep.
Yeah. Oh.
Should we move swiftly on to mythology?
Please, do.
Cupid, clearly. I would say this is the first more cutesy, twee sort of mythological creatures that the sisters meet.
Yeah.
One that kind of strays more into the realm of fairy tales or obviously like Greek myths. And I feel like this is where the show starts to open up to more mythical creatures down the line. And to me, that wasn't necessarily a positive.
No.
I wondered what you thought about it.
Maybe that's why I didn't click with the whole Cupid thing, because it was just a stretch too far, maybe. So maybe, I agree. The mythology thing maybe doesn't work with what's already been set up. Yeah,
because obviously we have had demons in the past that are inspired by different types of mythology. Like we had Kali in the Fourth Sister episode. She was inspired by Hinduism, possibly. So we've had various different.
And then Dead Man Dating.
Yes,
that whole.
Yeah, that's true.
So I suppose we have had that, but
this just felt
different.
Cheesy. Like Cupid isn't real in the way that other mythological things are,
Yeah,
I guess. I
they're
don't
more
know.
grounded in reality,
Yeah,
whereas Cupid's more like mythology, made up mythology. I think even one
yeah,
of the sisters says, "Oh, aren't you meant to be like a cute little cherub who
yeah,
fires the bow and arrow?" Because that's kind of what you think in your head.
yeah. Well,
So
because
maybe that is why it didn't
in
match.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, they have Cupid in a nappy, don't they? And he's like a
Yeah,
middle-aged guy with a bow and arrow, like a
yeah.
nerd, like a total nerd in a nappy.
Yeah, yeah, maybe at least with like Yama, for example, you can look and there's a whole mythology, unless there is for Cupid, and I just don't
Yeah,
know. But I just thought it was like a made up thing. I don't know.
yeah.
But
It feels like something from like a Hallmark card, like
yeah,
a greetings card. Like,
yeah,
yeah, you've met your
definitely.
match, says Cupid.
Ding ding.
Yeah. In other news, this was actually quite interesting. This is the one bit of Cupid that I enjoyed. We learned that Cupid actually didn't connect Piper and Leo. He
Yes.
says that that was all they're doing because connections like that are forbidden for Cupid for
Mm.
obvious reasons.
Yeah, so basically Cupid saying, I can't get involved in that.
I'm washing his hands of that.
Yeah,
Is that nope?
forbidden love is a big no-no, so we can't get
Mm,
involved. Yeah, so at least he follows the rules.
yeah, I guess so. If you're straight and apparently white, and you know,
Yeah,
that's the only people he cares about connecting. Nobody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I do love how Piper brought that up. Like, oh, what about Leo and me? Like, she
Mm,
did bring it up.
yeah, yeah,
So kind of
yeah. It's a
like
good
that.
question.
It's still on her mind.
He is still on her mind.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. Because so it's been. Was he? He wasn't in episode. It was in episode 8,
yeah.
and they kind of had that whole thing about Patty's white lighter,
Mm,
and then she went off with Dan, didn't she? At the end of that episode, she kind of said, "I
yeah.
can't do this anymore."
Yeah. So
So
then
yeah,
that's
he's
been
gone for a
kind of
while
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're just keeping us, they're just letting us know that
Just reminding us.
yeah, he's still in the offing, kind of.
Yeah. Still
Yeah.
there. Ding, ding, tinkering away.
Yeah.
Tinker, tinker, ding, ding, dong, dong.
Ding, ding, dong. Hey, yeah, yeah, ding, dong.
Oh.
Bit more mythology. Prue uses her astral projection again, and we
Mm,
discover that she can't use telekinesis when she does astral projection.
yeah.
So do you think her new power actually is that good? Because no, for the previous episodes, you're like, that's really
Mm,
cool.
yeah.
Do you still think so
When
after
they
this one?
added when they added this element in, I was like, oh wait. So what's the point? Like, if she can't use
Yeah,
her other power, but
I
I guess
know.
I suppose it makes sense because obviously astral projection is, your I don't know, whatever your other
Spirit or
self
whatever.
coming out. Yeah, so it does track. But I was like, but then what's the point? Why does she need to? And then what happens if like she gets killed as her astral projection self?
Yeah. Or her
Like,
other self.
yeah,
Either of them.
yeah, or while she's asleep,
Yeah,
having a little snooze. Like
yeah.
what? Yeah, now I'm a bit like, wait a second, there's a
I feel,
flaw.
I think it puts her in such a vulnerable position. Because if
Yeah,
she's basically frozen, her real body is frozen while her astral projected body is
mm,
externalized,
yeah,
then she's not actually in two places at once. She's in one place that's in a different place to where her body
yeah.
is.
I suppose it's quite cool in the fact that she can go anywhere,
Yeah, I guess so.
but
I guess it's good for spying, but it's not good for fighting.
yeah, I think
It's
she's
not
got to
like
be
an
careful.
just got to be careful. Yeah.
Mm,
It's not an offensive power. It's a defensive,
yeah, yeah.
maybe.
So isn't it funny how though we thought it was really
I
cool when she was
know.
like, "Oh, it's so cool," and then now we're like, "Wait a sec, we
Yeah.
thought about this."
Slight hitch.
But I wonder why they wouldn't give her the to be able to use her power.
It's
Like it
weird
just doesn't track. It tracks with
because
like how it should be, I guess, but not for her.
I wonder if it would start to develop that way. That she could
Mm,
start to down the line.
yeah, maybe.
Because
Yeah,
it does seem a bit like it makes her weaker, not stronger.
yeah. Yeah, I
Anyway,
agree. No,
yeah.
I agree.
This is also the second consecutive episode where Phoebe doesn't have a premonition. So
Oh, yeah.
she had that really awful premonition in episode 8 where she had to relive her mum's
Yeah.
drowning at the hands of that water demon. But she hasn't had a premonition since. So
Yeah.
do you feel like they're missed? Do you feel the absences when they don't happen?
I'll be honest, I hadn't noticed that until you just said it. So I hadn't, perhaps because there was just so much going on to think about or dislike.
Yeah,
Like,
distracted by how annoying everything else was in the episode.
I didn't notice that, to be honest. But now you've said it, I'm like, well, I hope they use it in the next episode. But yeah.
I always feel like when the sisters don't know something and then Phoebe doesn't have a premonition, that's when I kind of think, well, that's a bit of a cheat storytelling wise.
Yeah.
Because they don't know that Drazi hasn't been vanquished.
Yeah.
They think they vanquished him, but he's not. He's just like a puddle for a bit and then he comes back. But I feel like in a better episode, in a better version of this episode of Charmed, Phoebe would have had a premonition of him either melting before he did, so she would think that he was vanquished, or she would have a premonition after he had melted, so that she would know that he hadn't been killed.
I think maybe the premonition should have come before, like you say, because then she would have known that they needed to grab the ring the first time. Yeah.
I missed it. I like it when people have premonitions because I think it's just cool.
Yeah, for some reason, I just didn't notice. I didn't even think like, oh, wait, why hasn't she done that? But I think it's just because I was probably like at the point of like, what is going on in this episode?
We should also note as well that Drazi has got a page in the Book of Shadows, but we never see it.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's just mentioned. And we haven't seen the Book of Shadows for a while, right? Either,
no,
thinking
about
it. Yeah, we normally see them little pages flicking.
Yeah. Have you got anything else for mythology?
No, I think we've covered everything there.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Kirsty says, it's so naughty. I'm not sure.
I think that was just us being naughty,
just
Josh.
Us being silly.
Yeah. Standard. This is what you used to now. I feel like we're getting worse because now we encourage each other.
Nothing is ever going to beat the one about Nicholas coming once a year. Never.
Oh, that was the best one. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah.
The things that come out of last year. Have you got anything for work at this episode?
So all I had was like the bathroom drama, and I was like, how can she not use her own private toilet in her own club? And the fact
Leo backed it up before he left, and now she can't use it. He's like, right, I'm leaving, but not before I've done something nasty to the toilet. Brace yourself, Piper.
Oh dear. But yeah, it was just more that, and also as well that they go on their dates at her club.
Yeah.
And then they go to the cinema or, the movies and that. But also, like, their drinking dates are at the club. Like, I want to know, has she had to pay for them drinks? Yeah. Like, she's had to use the public toilet. Like, what's going on? And no one really comes up to her going, all right, boss. Like,
Boss, can you help me out with the till? It's not working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, we haven't seen working Piper for a while.
Yeah. She likes to work and have fun at the same
time. With Dan the man.
With Dan the man in his shiny long sleeve shirt. Did you notice that they were all drinking booze?
Oh, yeah, they were.
Because in later episodes, obviously, like when Paige comes into it, Paige is teetotal, so she only drinks sparkling water. But so do all the other girls after season 4. They only drink sparkling water.
I wonder why they changed that.
Yeah, but in this one, like Prue's got a Corona,
Yeah,
Piper's got like a whiskey sour or something.
It looked quite
Lovely.
nice.
I know it did. And then they just abandon those drinks because they get in the mood. Yeah. Shall we move on to Sign of the Times?
Yeah.
Do you want to go first? What have you got?
Okay, yeah. So I've got at the beginning Y2K being mentioned.
Yes, I had that as well.
But that gave me, when that got mentioned, it gave me like a really nostalgic feeling because I remember that going on, like, oh, the Y2K, like, and he actually
Bug.
said it
Millennium
in,
bug.
yeah, the Millennium Bug. And he actually says it in a, like, oh, has your office been affected by the Y2K? Are you okay? And
Yeah.
stuff.
And she's like, yeah, I guess it was a fake anyway or something, doesn't she? Yeah.
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 So I really loved that. And it made me think like, oh God.
Yeah.
And then I've basically got obviously Phoebe's headband and front plaits, which was a real like early 2000s trend, and Prue's flowers in the
Yeah.
hair. I remember that well.
But they paper flowers.
They're like, yeah, they were like not paper, but they were like a
Fabricy.
like a linen, not linen, but like that type of material.
Yeah, like a
Can't.
soft
Yeah, like a
plastic.
soft. Yeah, I remember the one
Yeah.
I had. It was like a clip, and you put it in there, and it's like this massive flower on the side of your head.
Yeah.
That was like a really early 2000s, and then obviously the strappy dress over the t-shirt look.
Yeah, that was hilarious. And also the crimped hair, Phoebe's crimped hair
Crimped hair,
was
yeah,
hilarious.
so cool.
Do you think they look at the script, like the hairstylists look at the scripts and go, okay, this script is sort of a bit of a fluffy, puffy, silly one. So we'll give them all slightly less serious looks this episode.
Because it was a contrast, wasn't
Prue
it?
had
From
plaited hair, like
yeah,
pigtails.
like really long plaits, and it was such a contrast from what we'd seen in the previous episode. And then she's got these like little flowers. I'm like, I just can't. It doesn't
Don't get
go
it.
with Prue. Like it just
No.
looked. And I'll be honest. Every time when she was wearing those flowers, I was distracted by the flower every time because I was like, that is not a Prue thing.
Really,
That's a Phoebe thing.
It is a
not
Phoebe
a Prue
thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Felt
It's
weird.
funny, isn't it? Like, and they obviously had them necklaces in the previous episode. You wonder if they were like both in wardrobe together, and they were like, "I want to have something on my neck. No, I want to have something on my neck. I want to have something in my hair.
This.
I want to have something in my hair." Like competitive wardrobing.
But it's weird. If Phoebe had that, I wouldn't have found it distracting. But Prue, I was just like, this is just bizarre.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I also found it quite bizarre that they had so many outfits in this episode that were sort of Native American.
Yeah, but I think that
prints
was early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like it was all about the like, because I remember I had like a brownish suede skirt and like one of them big belts that with like a big buckle, but it was like that type of style, and it was like a slanted type skirt and with tassels or something like that. It was something weird. So it was very much like that was the vibe, I would say, early 2000s.
Yeah. I thought it was odd how Prue had the poncho in the opening scene, and then Phoebe was wearing basically full-on Native American sort of costume wear on her date at the end. I was like, I mean, it's not okay really anyway, but it just seemed so off note.
Yeah.
You know, it just seemed so bizarre.
It was, but I do think that was a real sign of the times. I do just think that was just, we look at it now and think, oh, like that just feels off in so many ways. But back then, I think that was what was going on in those fashion circles at that time. But now it just looks bizarre.
It looks so weird.
Like, when did we ever think this was okay?
Fancy dress.
Yeah, and like kind of offensive.
I think
in a way. Like,
it's difficult, isn't it? Because you can't tell, like, where's the line between appropriation, cultural appropriation, and sort of encouraging visibility for repressed minorities.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're wearing indigenous, like Native American clothing, like traditional clothing, like which side are you falling on? Like, are you doing it for fashion, in sort of like an appropriation kind of way? Or are you doing it in a way that amplifies visibility for those people?
No, I agree. Definitely.
So I feel like knowing what the actors have said behind the scenes about how much they supported, sort of causes. I know they did lots of animal charities and stuff. Like, I wonder if that was a conscious effort on their part to try to do something that was visibly supportive of Native Americans rather than just stealing.
No, definitely. It's a hard one, just knowing like the time that it was in as well. It's a difficult one.
I always kind of want to give people the benefit of the doubt before I start pointing fingers, So I would hope that it was done in a way that wasn't sort of malicious or harmful.
Yeah, which I think it would have been, because I definitely, as I say, do remember those type of styles back in that early 2000s, definitely. Did you have anything else for Sign of the Times?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Have you got anything?
No.
Oh, right.
I was just checking.
Nice. Yeah. There's some comments about the fashion. Matthew says that Book of Shadows is a mess. I'm a library cataloguer, and the amount of disorganization of the information in that book drives me up the wall. If I'd been a Halliwell, that book would be indexed.
Yeah.
They do mention indexing at some point, don't they?
I think they did. So no. The back of the book, is it?
About something else.
Oh, okay.
Secrets.
Oh. We like secrets.
Yeah. All become clear, don't we? Trina says, I always find the clothes a sign of the times, but this week I found Phoebe and Prue's outfits to be very indigenous inspired. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not sure I remember that being the trend.
See, I think I do. And I always found it bizarre.
Yeah.
Then.
Matthew said, I had a crimper back in the 80s and early 90s. I used to make my goth hair stand straight out. Excellent.
We need photo evidence.
Yeah, show us. Matthew says, I thought the indigenous clothes of the 90s and noughties were a throwback to the 70s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And says, y'all should definitely avoid Cher's 1970s wardrobe at all costs. I remember seeing that. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. And Trina says, yeah, like appropriation versus appreciation. Yeah, that's a really good way of saying it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you want to chuck some charming dialogue at me?
Yeah, what have I got? I've got, so Phoebe is at the house and she kind of drops the phone, turns around and kicks Cupid in the mouth like we all wanted to do in this episode. And he falls onto the stairs and Cupid says, I'm getting rather used to you kicking love in the... And then I haven't finished the sentence, so I can't remember what he said.
In the
ass or something. In the mouth, I think it was, or something.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that, because I just like that Phoebe, again, using her kick-ass skills.
Yeah.
And I've got Piper saying, you know what happens when they cancel? So on about Phoebe's date. Prue saying, back to square one. Piper said, do not pass go. And Phoebe says, all accrued nookie credits are thrown out. And Jack kind of says, there's a penalty.
And they say there is.
Yeah. What have you got?
I didn't write anything down.
Oh, that's unusual for you.
I've got this on the internet where Phoebe says Kevin apologizes for cancelling on their date, and Phoebe says love means never having to say you're sorry, and he says what? And she says it's nothing. We saw a love story here the other night, and never mind.
Yeah.
And he says that he loves that movie. Which Kevin, just please leave. There's the door, as Shelley would say.
There's the door.
I'm getting really hot in this room. I think I'm getting delirious. It's like a sweatbox in here right now.
It's getting hot in here. Cupid's making you hot.
Yeah.
Not.
Who was your sister of the week?
I put Phoebe.
Oh,
just because obviously that's the only good thing really that I enjoyed, was actually seeing her maybe now we're going to see her get a love interest. That's the only thing I took away from this episode. It was just a filler to give her a love interest. And then, yeah, hopefully a good one.
She doesn't get one until season 3.
No.
It's ages.
So it kind of just makes this like pointless, like this whole episode.
Pointless. Yeah.
How
I
about you?
didn't have a sister of the week this week.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I just found this one really quite boring.
Mm.
And I didn't really feel like any of them were necessarily behaving as themselves.
Yeah.
The whole
very
time.
different.
It was very jarring.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't got a sister of the week. Sorry.
Okay, no,
Sorry
that's
about
fine.
it.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
Battery.
Oh dear.
That's right. We're almost at the end.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there.
Trina says Phoebe too.
Yeah.
Stargazer says I thought Phoebe.
Yeah,
that's it.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So, dare I ask, how many brooms out of 5 are you going to give this one?
2.
2?
2.5. I'll go 2.5 because I always compare everything to like the Wedding from Hell.
Yeah. And what did you give that one? 2?
I think it was 2. Yeah. So I'm like, do I detest it as much as Wedding from Hell? No. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Or is it on a par? I'm torn. It's a 2 or 2.5. What about you?
I gave it 2.5.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Because
so I'm torn.
I still think that the show looks great this season. It's got this really sunny vibe to it.
Yeah.
But I'm also aware that this episode marks a stretch of season 2 where the show enters its like soap bubble era.
Yeah.
It's like from this episode pretty much until episode 16, we're in very sudsy territory.
Yeah.
There's some like very gimmicky plot lines, some hammy plots. And it's kind of a bit annoying because the opening episodes of the season, I think, were really strong and had some really interesting things to say about the characters.
Yeah.
And I think that we might slightly have to batten down the hatches a little bit for the next couple of months, I'm afraid.
Oh dear. Yeah. But it was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah.
You know, it just started off so strong, so it was bound to happen.
But I don't think the show has a dip like this again until possibly season 6. Not like a prolonged dip.
Yeah.
So
no one likes a prolonged dip. No
one likes a prolonged dip, Shelley.
No, definitely not. But yeah, I think I'm being generous with my 2.5. I'll stick with it.
2.5, yeah. When you said 2 and I've written down 2.5, I couldn't believe that I hated it so much and you actually undercut it. So
I was just like torn between, But
I also know that there's one coming up that I really can't bear. So that's why I've given this one 2.5.
We'll have to see. Let's see if it compares to the Wedding from Hell for me.
Yes, I think it's going to be a close one.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Kirsty says 3.75 brooms. Matthew says 3 brooms. One of those is for the effing. I'm not going to say it again in case we get kicked. Trina said, I had 4 brooms written down, but I'm not sure why. It wasn't great, so I'm dropping it to 3.
Oh, I hope you haven't changed your mind on it.
That's so true.
You know, everyone, you know, each to their own. People, you know, like
Milena
certain
says,
things.
Absolutely, yeah, each to their own. Milena says, I compare it to that one too, Shelley, so I think it's The Wedding from Hell.
Yeah,
so Milena is 2.5 brooms. Matthew says, are we coming up on the episode where they get shrunk and turned into little toys and put in a cabinet? Forgot about that one. That's in season 4. That's still 2 years away, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I quite like that one. It's got Robin, isn't it? Yeah. Well, there we go. That is episode 9 and 10.
Yeah.
We got to the end. How are you feeling?
Yeah. It's just such a contrast, isn't it, from having like
Yeah.
such a good episode and then you go into like an episode that's not so good. But them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes spells, they just backfire. And what are you going to do about it?
Cool
Yeah.
Barbus.
Yeah, cool Barbus. You gotta go deeper.
Missed me, huh?
Yeah. So next month we're going to be chatting about episodes 11 and 12. And we also have like a little secret thing that we're working on, me and Shelley, that is podcast related.
Yeah.
And it should be going live hopefully in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll shout about it on here so that you can go on and listen to it. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Yes.
And while you're there, maybe you could give us a little cheeky 5-star rating.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well,
thanks
very
Josh.
much. Thanks for all your comments, everyone. Thanks for coming and saying hi and chatting about Charmed.
Yeah, we love it. We just
And
love it.
yeah, we'll see you next time.
Oh, thanks Josh. Thanks
See you
everyone.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.